United have done all they can. That Rooney goal was enough for the 3 points. Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero! I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again. So watch it, drink it in. There's a good try. Incredible. Ilkay Gundogan. Right from the start. That is stunning. Manchester City have done it. Once, twice, 3 times the champions. Champions of Europe finally. History made in Istanbul. The treble complete.
History makers. For the first time ever, an English club have won 4 titles in a row.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Typical City. Got a Premier League watch-along, this time at the Etihad. Please make sure you're smashing that like button, subscribing if you're new. Oh, let's enjoy a bit of football. I'm confident, but there's just that spuds. Bloody spuds. Do you know what I mean? Spurs. They just... you know what I mean? Against us. I actually have no problem with them outside of when they face us. I'm not really offended by them. I actually feel a little bit sorry for them more often than not. I'm a bit of a defender of the victims. I like to defend victimised people and clubs. I hate bullies. You know what I mean? When I was little, it was just the rags. You know what I mean? United. It's that. It's knowing what it feels like to be the smaller one. The lesser. Do you know what I mean? The ones that... the have-nots compared to the haves. I know what that feels like, and I sympathise with Spurs, with what's gone on this week, as it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, a little bit funny. Let me just bring this a little bit closer. And also, Newcastle as well. I feel for them a little bit, because they've been a bit of a sleeping giant. They haven't really been in their city. They've not, compared to Sunderland. They're the Leicester, aren't they? But anyway, beside the point. The team news today is extremely exciting. I got the midfields, well, I predicted that I actually went with Bergvall and Bentancur. I thought they would play Bergvall, but he's gone for it in terms of, so defensively. I mean, he's gone for it defensively, not gone for it as in going to take the game to us. I think the front three of Spurs are absolutely going to do that. But having a midfield three of Sarr, Bentancur and Paulinho, we've got our work cut out for us, and we know what we're in for today. It's going to be almost attack versus counter-attacking defence, basically what we're going up against today. But Cherky, mate, Cherky's in that midfield, and I predicted that. I thought he was going to go with Bernardo Silva. I thought deep down, I thought he's probably going to do it, but he's not done it. So, I mean, we can all shut up now, can't we? Everyone who's been whinging about Bernardo Silva starting too many games, I think we can shut up about it now. Do you know what I mean? He's gone with very young, youthful, exciting exuberance. That was the word I wanted. It was in there. It was in there somewhere. Speaking of words, let's say hello to everybody and see what your words are. And there is no better word smith out there. Well, there probably is, actually, Church, in all honesty. But I do enjoy your words. The Colossus of Rhodes couldn't hold a candle to Big Earl. Spurs used to be a bogey team, but no longer. There is only one result at the Etihad today. 6-0. Church is back. Church is back with the 6-0 predictions to the prodigious Blue Juggernaut. I love it, Church. I love it, mate. Good to see you. Good to see Phil as well. How are you doing, mate? Hello, Jonny. Hello, everyone. Going for a 2-0 win. Nice and sensible from Phil. Nice and sensible. But, I mean, hey, any win will do. Any win will do. Echeverry's in the house. Let's get a solid win today. I'm expecting Edison to start today. Could be his last game. He's on the bench, which I think I don't know. It's not guaranteed the transfer, that. This could be you're on the bench. If we're winning 4-0, bring him on. Bring him on so we can say goodbye. I think that's what it could be. That's my feelings for him being on the bench. Or he's on the bench just plainly because James Trafford deserves to be the number one. Maybe we need to think about that. Maybe it's that. I don't think it is that, in all honesty. But the Donnarumma thing, he was doing his waves the other day, wasn't he? I don't know if you saw it. He was on the PSG pitch in his home clothes, trousers and trainers. Not a kit, in other words. He wasn't playing, and he was waving goodbye to the PSG fans, and it was all about him saying goodbye. So he's clearly leaving. The question is to where? And with Chelsea being the only other possible destination, it seems like he's on his way to City for me, though. But, I mean, if I saw the Paquetá goal yesterday for West Ham against Robert Sanchez. I know it went in the top corner, which sounds a bit harsh on Robert Sanchez, but I thought, what's he going with his wrong hand for? Surely you go longer with your left hand in that situation. But anyway, I think he's going to be a weak spot for Chelsea throughout this season. And if Chelsea go into the season with Robert Sanchez as their number one goalkeeper, then we're going to finish above them. Put it that way. Almost certainly. Merlag, good to see you. Morning Blues. Morning Merlag. How you doing, mate? This is definitely going to be a tough one, but a good test to see where we really are. Brain says 2. Heart says 2-1 City. Well, your brain and your heart are winning. They're connected and they're still getting the 3 points, which is good. Douglas, good to see you, mate. How are you? I am quite hopeful about this one. More hopeful than I usually feel about playing Spurs. A team I dislike to phobic depths. I love the language that gets used in the chat, man. I want to see. There was someone else further down there that made me. I can't remember who. I'm going to find it further down the chat. But someone said, and pipe up if it's you, let's shag these idiots while I was waiting. Compared to what we've just seen at the top, the prodigious blue juggernaut of Church, and I dislike Spurs to phobic depths. Someone else said, let's shag these idiots. I love the spectrum of language that gets used in this chat. What a community we've got, people. What a community we're building here. I'm so pleased to be a part of it. I really am. Scout 2, how are you, mate? I have a feeling it's going to be 3-1 City. Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. Absolutely. Big up, James. Church's scoreline will hit at least twice this year. Today it will be 5-1 to City. I hope we get a couple of big banging 6-0ers, mate. Yeah, 5-1, 6-0. Alex says 4-0 City. RGS says Haaland hat-trick, loading, Reinders hat-trick of assists. Would love that, mate. Would absolutely love that. Adriano, yo, what's up, Jonny? I'm excited for the game coming up, and my prediction will be 2-0 with Reinders scoring 1 with an outside-the-box thriller from Turkey, and I'm hoping for a good result today. Me too, mate, me too. Starting lineup just as you predicted, Jonny. Actually, yeah, well, not quite. I got two areas I got wrong. Was right back. I went with Nunes, but I was so torn on it. I was so 50-50. It was like I could fully agree with Rico Lewis starting because he played incredibly well against Wolves. So the only issue for me is he's got a different test today. He's got Jed Spence and Brennan Johnson coming down his side. Has Rico Lewis today. So interesting to see how he's going to handle that because it's a different threat to what he faced compared to Wolves. But he played really well. Let's see what he can do. He's got John Stones to protect him. I think that will help in that situation. Getting over to that side should help him a little bit. Hopefully. Oscar Bob, hopefully he can not lose the ball and put us under pressure. And he hasn't done that very often in a Manchester City shirt. So hopefully Oscar Bob can help in that regard as well. But in terms of the midfield, yeah, I got the midfield right. I went with Nico Gonzalez, Reinders and Cherky, which was risky considering, Pep and Bernardo. I like that, mate. Absolute bezzies. Bezzy mates. So pleased to see him not do that and play Cherky. He's going to get nice and close to Erling Haaland as well. But yeah, I'll give you the full team actually. So it's Trafford, Lewis, Stones, Diaz, 8 Nori, Nico G. Reinders. I've put Bobs, but it's just Bob. I put an S on the end for some reason. Probably out of habit of typing boobs, probably. I nearly said boobs, actually, but it's Bobs, Cherky, and Marmouche. That was the other one that I got wrong, because I said he'd go with Doku. And again, I was torn. And again, the reasoning behind that tear in my brain was because Marmoush's game time would come into question if he didn't start this game. Would immediately. He would. I would be if I was in his boots. I'd be like, I've just signed from Eintracht Frankfurt where I was smashing them in for fun. I finished the season on a high last season, and now I'm not starting the first 2 Premier League games of the season. Well, that's not the case, thankfully. And Doku did play way below what we want from him against Wolves. Not terrible. He was just a bit... Didn't come off. All the stuff he was doing didn't come off. But that doesn't mean we write him off. We absolutely stick by him. And I think it was... I wanted to give him another chance today, and at the risk of upsetting Marmoush. But Pep doesn't want to do that, and maybe we've got more goals on the pitch today as a result of that. So not playing Bernardo Silva and replacing that with Cherki, goals and an exciting amount of creativity. Also, getting Doku off, bringing on Marmoush, more goals. Because Doku, yeah, he's in there. He's not terrible at getting on the score sheet or getting himself an assist. But Marmoush is a more of a certainty. So we've pushed more goals onto that pitch today. So I'm expecting goals as a result of that. Come on, City. Fucking fired up for this one, man. Anyway, I want to speak to all of you as much as I can throughout the chat. But yeah, like I said, smash those likes, people. There's me. Look at me in the chat. What am I doing there? What a knob. What a knob. And before I miss it, big up, it's Lo-Fi. Big up, mate. Thank you very much for the kind donation. Really appreciate it. Hi, Johnny. Wanted to say I'm such a huge fan. What an incredible representative you are for City fans. Having a tough time, but completed my GCSEs and back to watching you for the new season. Love, mate. Well done, mate. What were your results? Have you had your results yet? I hope you've absolutely smashed it, mate. I hope you've smashed it, and congratulations on finishing them. I pissed mine up the wall. Pay attention in school, people. Otherwise, you'll end up being a YouTuber. You know what I mean? There's not much left in life for me. You know what I mean? You pay attention when you go to school. It was college where I fucked it up the wall, really. I got by, blagged, it was zero effort, but blagged it in GCSEs. I got through. But in college, you get found out, mate. So when you go to college, if you're not concentrating at your GCSEs, you need to up your game in college, mate, because that's when it gets tougher, much harder, and you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention, mate. So, yeah, listen to me. Seriously. Concentrate. Do it. The Football Pulse, thank you very much for the kind donation, mate. Really appreciate that. Top man, thank you very much. If you had something you wanted to say, mate, and you didn't put it in the chat box, feel free to type it in there without putting money with it, and I'll happily read it out for you, mate. Beyond the Cosmos, thank you very much for becoming a member. You totally predicted the starting lineup for today. Almost, mate. Yeah, I got the 2 wrong, but I think everyone's focused on the midfield because that's the area where it's going to be won and lost today. Even Spurs as well. I got that midfield. Well, I assumed they could go for that extra strength, and that's where I'm like the 6 ahead of the back 4 for Spurs is where I think they are the most strongest, literally physically in midfield now with Bentancur, Paulinho, and Pape Sarr. Man, they're all 3 big, powerful guys who will be difficult to get past. Paulinho is so, like... He fell off a bit at Bayern Munich, didn't he? Didn't work out at Bayern Munich at all. Failed, really, in all honesty. But, I mean, I think everyone in the Premier League wouldn't have said no to him. When he was in a Fulham shirt, I think most teams... you obviously wouldn't have got in ahead of Rodri, but, I mean, you wouldn't say no as a backup, would you? You wouldn't. When he was playing at Fulham, you'd be like, yeah, man, I'd take him as a backup for Rodri. 100%. 100%. I mean, Nico Gonzalez, I'm very happy with it, don't get me wrong, but Paulinho at Fulham was brilliant. If he can return to that form that he showed at Fulham, but in a Spurs shirt, and he better not do it today, by the way, because he didn't even start against Burnley, came off the bench against Burnley. So, interesting to see him start the game today. Clearly a defensive mindset from Thomas Frank going into this game, which, you know, that's what we're going up against. But then the threat in front of them with Mohamed Kudus, Richarlison, who's rejuvenated, Richarlinaissance, and who's the other bugger? Brennan Johnson on the left. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be tough for City. And this is the game where, can we say we're back if we beat Spurs? Can we do that? Are we allowed? I know there's some sort of gatekeepers out there that are suggesting it's only Wolves. And I mean, yeah, if we go and lose to Spurs today, it's going to be a harsh reality check for Manchester City fans, most of the Manchester City fans at least, me included, because I think we're going to win. And I'm confident. But it's bloody Spurs. And anything can happen in these Spurs games. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And big up to Jeff, mate. How are you doing, mate? Good to see you. As always, Jeff. 4-2. Nico G getting us off the mark. Scrappy goal. Nico G. That's, if you get that one right, Jeff, because it's been, 2 seasons of failed predict. Well, last season was, I don't think you got one right last year, did you? But the start of your career in predicting scores, it is a career, by the way. A career you got off to an absolute flyer with. I'll never forget it, mate. It's cemented as part of the history of this channel forever. I mean, that was amazing. Amazing. Cole Palmer to come off the bench and score in the Community Shield. It's ridiculous, Jeff. Still ridiculous. It always will be ridiculous. Oh, man. Alaric, mate, thank you very much for becoming a typical City supporter. Your support is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Christine as well, thank you very much for becoming a typical City supporter. You guys are absolute legends for supporting the channel and massively helps. Massively helps. Sponsor time. Match Bingo. Scan the QR code. It is an exclusive to this channel only. UK customers only. I know a lot of you are a bit upset that you can't get involved because you're not in the UK. Apologies. It's not my company, unfortunately. Maybe one day they'll be able to branch out worldwide rather than just nationwide. But, yeah, it's a UK customer thing only. Bag yourself a card. And if you do it through that QR code, and you still can do it now, by the way, you can even do it during the game. Even during the game. You can get access to a prize fund of £350 rather than £250. So you buy yourself a card and you get 15 random events, like bingo, random numbers, but random footballing events like corners, goals, VAR, throw-in, goal kick, all those things. And if all of them come up, you get a full house. And if you grab, say it, full house, tap it on your on the app, boom, you get the full prize of £350, which is exclusive through that QR code. So make sure you do it. But yeah, team news for Spurs. Expected, really, at the back. I've gone through the front 6 anyway, so no point going over that. Vicario, Romero, Van der Ven, and Spence. Who's a bit worried about Spence? I'm a bit worried about him, because I think he's a pretty good player. I know certain City fans disagree with Spence, but I actually think he's a very good player. I think he's very, very good, and I think he's a right-footed playing on the left for Spurs, and I think it would have been a great signing for City to put him on the right. Just got a photo off. Don't know if you can see that. That's today. Who's that, everybody? That's my dad, first of all. He's at the game right now, and he's bagged himself a photo with Andy Morrison. Oh, Andy Morrison. Big up. That's my dad. And big up to my dad at the game as well. Hope you enjoy yourself today, as always. He's always at the game, never misses one. So, yeah. We might get him on the channel at some point, John Cena. What's your prediction for the match? What did I say in the preview? And his name is John Cena! You can't see me! 3-0. That's my prediction. Did I say 3-1? 3-1? 3-1. 3-1. There we go. 3-1. Teams are in the tunnel. It is in time, isn't it? What are we on? 26. 4 minutes to go till the game starts. Come on, City. I'm bloody nervous. It's kicking in. The nerves are kicking in, man. I've gone all like sweaty palms, sweaty everything. I'm on the water as well, so not tipsy, Jonny. Today it's slightly sober. Is there much of a difference? Do you notice when I'm drinking beer? Because sometimes I come away and I don't feel it when I'm live. I'll walk out of the room and I'll be like, fuck, you know, like I'm shit-faced. Like, go to bed like... Because I'm a proper lightweight, man. I can't... you know what? I can take my booze, I can drink. It just takes like one sip and I'm drunk. But then I can keep going. So I can take it. It just takes nothing. So like one beer and I'm like feeling it. Which is a good way. It saves on the money as well. You go to a pub and have a pint and you're having a great bloody time. Come on, City. The Etihad's looking beautiful, man. It's so good to be back home, isn't it? Like, seeing the Etihad. Oh, man. That other tier when it gets built. It's not finished yet, is it? When's it finished? Have they done it? I think they have done it, haven't they? Yeah, of course they have. So we got 3 tiers all the way around. What am I talking about? Buzzing, man. It looks good. It looks good, man. How far have we come as a football club, mate? Massive, man. Massive. Big up, Gramsy. How are you, mate? Thank you for the super chat as well. We lost more games against Spurs than any other team since Guardiola took over. No, Liverpool is more. Will be interesting, but second is Spurs. You're right, though. It's a concern. Will be an interesting test for us against a team that might fancy it. I think they all fancy. Every team fancies it now, don't they? In the Premier League, that's the thing. I mean, especially in the top half. I don't think there's going to be a side. We need to earn that right to have that fear factor back. And I don't think Spurs quite believe that City are worthy of being scared of yet. We might change that in 90 minutes' time when it's 4-0 City or something ridiculous like that. Maybe. Could go the other way, though. It could go the other way and people become even less scared of City. And, you know, we've got to do the business today, man, because this is like, it feels like half-time. Really, I said it in my preview that we've been playing very good for quite a while, going back into the back end of last season at least, talking about the last 10 Premier League games. We're undefeated, got 26 points out of an available 30. We haven't lost a single one of them. What was the other stats? We have the most clean sheets, and we've faced the fewest amount of shots in that time. So while everyone's pointing at Wolves and saying that was the turning point, it's been a slow turning point, you know, progressively, over a period of time that stretches back into last season. And I think since the January transfer window of last season as well, we've shown signs of genuine improvement. Thomas Frank giving a bit of an eyeball to the camera then. One of my favourite moments, probably in football history, is Mick McCarthy. Please go on YouTube this moment. Just if you haven't seen it, type in Mick McCarthy. I'm pretty sure he's the Wolves manager, looking at the camera. That's all you have to do. Because he notices no one can replicate it. It's the most like sensual, loving, but I'm a sexy beast, James Bond-esque look you could possibly imagine. He just looks at the camera and just like, it's that look he gives, man. It's just like, what? So good, man. Mick McCarthy, former City player as well, by the way. Don't forget. Game's about to get underway. Come on, City. A bit late here. Minute past, half past. Hey up, Stuart. How are you, mate? Good to see you, Anthony, as well. How are you? I'm going to drop out of chat when the game kicks off, but good to see you, mate. Big up, mate. Right. Game's about to get underway. Enjoy yourselves, everybody. Enjoy yourselves. Let's win. Come on, City. Spurs going to kick us off wearing their black away kit. Ref's just checking the keepers are all right. I wonder if we're going to do that, boot it down to our corner flag and put us under pressure with a throw-in by our own corner flag routine that seems to be growing in popularity. Game underway. Vicario, he's doing it as well. He's booting it long. Is it going to go out for a throw-in? Yes, it is. Seems to be common trend now, doesn't it? Get it right down the corner flag. It used to be like aim for a player, but now it's like purposefully get it out for a throw-in. PSG did it, didn't they? They were doing it quite a bit in the Champions League. City under pressure early because of that, but John Stones lumps it forward. Early opportunity for City to bring it forward, though. Haaland's found a pocket of space. Oh, it's not a bad idea, that. Who's that chasing that? Is that Marmoush? It's got a bit smoky. They've set off some flares at City. There's a bit of a smoky atmosphere. Big up Glory, big up Isa. Big up Chippy Chips. I know, mate. It's been a few late starts. The Club World Cup was ridiculous. Was it the Club World Cup? No, it was Palermo, wasn't it? It was Palermo. It was. I knew it was pre-season. Palermo took about 15 minutes because they were like, someone was releasing their whole entire album at the beginning of the game. Oh, man. Reinders. Stones. City have got back under control here after a lumped ball forward trying to put us under pressure. Oh, accidentally left, but it's Cherky. Oh, and he just couldn't quite find Haaland. Got a bit lucky how it ended up at Cherky's feet, to be honest. Rico Lewis showing some strength there, and I think he just told Brennan Johnson to fuck off as well. I like it, Rico. I like it. 2 sloppy touches from Cherky. Come on, mate. That was a good opportunity to send Haaland away there. But this is the first time home debut for Reinders, home debut for Cherky. There's going to be a few nerves because it's the home fans they're wanting to impress. They've done the business away from home, both of those names. They should have a bit of confidence. They just need to settle, give them 5 minutes, let them find their feet. And come on, let's get this win. Let's get this win. Is it in the Prem? Right. Of course, because we have lost to them in the League Cup as well, Gramsy, didn't we? We lost to them twice last season, didn't we? Back to back, wasn't it? Great play from Nico Gonzalez there to win the ball back aggressively in midfield. Smash those likes up, people. Two butter pies secured, brown sauce all over. Butter pies ready for the game. What the hell is a butter pie, Mullet? What, just pastry and butter? Strong from Rico. Bollocks referee's given a free kick and Rico's not happy, but I love Rico's aggression. What the bloody hell's a butter pie? Big up Gramsy, by the way. Should have specified Prem losses. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Wasn't it back-to-back last season? Or there was at least... There might have been one game in between when we faced Spurs at home, lost 4-0, then I went away to their ground in the League Cup and also lost. So, yeah, you're probably right. Butter pie's a class. It's a Lancashire delicacy, a butter pie. Basically butter, potato, chunks, salt and pepper. So it's got something in there. I was going to say, because otherwise it's just like a pastry cased around mushy butter. It needs something in there. Does sound good with the potato in there, I must admit. Salt and pepper on there as well. Mullet, drop me an email after this, mate. Not to talk about butter pies, but drop me an email. You can find it on my channel in the About section of my homepage of my channel. But yeah, ball over the top here for Marmoush. He's kept it alive and then he's given it poor, actually. Really poor. That's the sort of stuff that we can't be doing today, that Marmoush, because they're going to kill us on the counter-attack. They're waiting for that sort of opportunity. We've got them pinned in deep, and it was good to see us win the ball back so aggressively after Marmoush's giveaway. But we need to be careful with it when we get it far forward, because as we do get into that final third, we're going to bring, we're going to bring Rico forward. We're going to bring Ryan Nori forward. And if we lose it, there's going to be, like last season. Oh no. John Stones has slipped. Is he all right? Yeah, he's all right. Thought he was injured then. Bit of a shaky start, actually. There's a bit of rustiness. But we did this against Wolves, didn't we? We were shit in the first half an hour against Wolves, and we've given it away again. Nico Gonzalez has now given a free kick away, and he's probably worthy of a yellow card there. And I'm surprised the referee's not done it. We got away with that, considering it would have been that should have been a yellow card. Nico Gonzalez getting caught on the ball by Richarlison, and then he just grabs him and pulls him down to the ground. So it's not finished yet. The north stand isn't finished. I got my bearings wrong before. I thought it hadn't finished. Free kick to Spurs. Deep cross coming in from Pedro. High line from City. Very high line. Trafford's on the edge of his 6-yard box, eager to come out and collect it if it needs to be. Ball over the top here. Looking for Bentancur at the back post. Haaland at the near post clears it. Does really well there. Great defending actually from Haaland. Really good defensive positioning from Erling Haaland. Which isn't that surprising really, because when you're a forward, you know what good defenders do to get in your way. So you kind of know how to defend. It's just implementing it, isn't it? I swear like forwards are actually good at crossing the ball as well, because they know where they want it. They know exactly where they want it. I remember, and you won't like this because you're City fans, but Ruud van Nistelrooy, he was an unbelievable crosser of the ball. I swear he took some corners for United because he knew where he wanted it. I bet Haaland's good at crossing the ball. I bet you. Sounds like a stupid take that, but I can almost guarantee it. Anime's nice and positive. We're going to lose. Nah, mate. Let's what are we? 6 minutes in, nearly 7 minutes in. It's a bit shaky, I must admit. There's a bit jangling nerves out there, and you can see it from a few of the players. There's some of the passing has been a bit wayward. Haaland getting caught on the ball, and then he snapped Richarlison, and he's done him in. And this could be a yellow card, maybe worse, for Erling Haaland, because he's gone in with his studs up and hacked Richarlison down. Again, sloppy. This time Haaland getting the ball taken off him. It's not a red. It's not a red. It's not a red. Richarlison goes down like a... No, it's not a red. No, it doesn't connect with him, thankfully. But come on, man. We need to sort this out. We do. Because it's another opportunity for Spurs, this time from a shooting situation. Free kick, edge of the area. And that's where Haaland's giving the ball away. What are we doing? I appreciate you coming and collecting it deep. But if you do, mate, you can't be losing the ball there. And it's Pedro Porro who is pretty decent. Pretty decent in front of goal. But we got James Trafford between the sticks. You're hoping he can keep it out the back of the net, or at least the wall can do its job. Which is Cherki, Marmoush and Ruben Diaz. This close to goal. And we've gone with a 3-man wall. In fact, he's gone quite central here, Trafford. So I'm convinced he's saving this if it's on target. Hits the wall. This time, Pedro Porro. Wide. Fucking hell, it wasn't far away either, by the way. Right. Shake that off. 8 minutes of a bit ropey, to be honest. Sloppy from City. Causing our own problems, in all honesty. It's not like Spurs have been bloody brilliant. They've had no genuine creativity or a bit of play that they can look at and go, that was good. We've given them everything so far, so we've got to be nice and sensible now. Just settle. 10 minutes in. Ride that wave. Call it a bad start. Let's move on. Trafford going long to Erling Haaland. Oh, Marmoush is getting there. Sloppy. Pedro Oh! Marmoush. Just Route 1 football from Manchester City. James Trafford goes long. Haaland flicks it on. Pedro Porro with a sloppy back pass header that he underhits and sends it in the wrong direction, to be honest. Haaland doesn't actually flick it on. I don't think he gets anything on it. Marmoush nips in. And then a left foot shot, and it's not a million miles away. The angle was so hard for Marmoush to even get that on target. But it wasn't far away, in all honesty, and it could very easily have been 1-0 City. Right, that should spur us on. Hey, spur. Spur us on a little bit. Spur us on against Spurs. Come on, man. Duffy's going 2-2. Yeah, that's it, Jeff. That's it. 4-0 City. Or maybe 40-0 City, seeing as there's no space between the numbers. There you go, Ryan Aït-Nouri. Oh, I looked away for a split second and he got munched. Good to see Trafford go long then to Haaland. Good as an option. Come on, Ruben Diaz, or who's that? Yeah, it was Ruben Diaz. Cherky going back. Head this. Come on, communicate. Fucking hell, Rico! And James Trafford, communication, lads. What you doing there, man? I see that coming a mile away. Cross comes in. It's going over everybody. Fucking hell, man. It's dodgy football from both sides at the back. Rico Lewis has got to take control of that situation, or one or the other, really. James Trafford was heavy with I mean, he didn't want it there. If Rico was going to pass it to James Trafford, he should have done it earlier. Not wait till he's like 1 yard away from him, then pass it to him. And by that point, Richarlison was on him. Really dodgy start. Come on. I'm having a little pep moment here. Getting nervous, making me slump in my chair and have a sip of water. Reinders. Oh, where's he going here with this? Brave. Brilliant, actually, from Reinders. Oscar Bob comes back to collect off John Stones, but Reinders just sprinting across the goal. What a ball that was from Oscar Bob down the line to John Stones, not John Stones, Nico Gonzalez, who goes down and wins a free kick. Oscar Bob, good play from Pep. Pep keeps it alive, but Cherky's touch is heavy. Little 1-2 there from Rico Lewis and Oscar Bob. Chopped inside by Oscar Bob. Doesn't take the free kick. Give it. Switch it. Oh, it's going to get intercepted, and it does. Oh, good little bit of play that. Sparked into life a little bit. Again, back into life. Reinders plays it inside. Down the line to Marmoush. Marmoush chops it. Overruns. Does it? No, it's saved by Vicario and going to be out for a... No, I thought it was going out for a throw-in, but life. Back into action from City. Good play. And it was Pep, actually, who started the move going. Getting the ball back in play quickly. Pep. Marmoush with another opportunity, again, from a really difficult angle. And it all started with Reinders' composure on the edge of his own... what is that from Ruben Diaz? Come on, mate. Just killed the whole positivity, the whole vibe. It was like buzzing. Not so fast passing was moving. We were making moves. We were getting closer to goal, and then he just dinks one out for a goal kick. Kills everything. Come on, City. Press from City's intense. But yeah, Reinders before was brave. I was worried for him because he was running across almost parallel to the 6-yard box. And Trafford was just like, go on then. Trafford just watched Reinders just go like that across him on the 6-yard box with I think it was Richarlison who was like being worn as a backpack. But he didn't lose the ball, played it into Stones. A couple of passes later, we're in the scoring... Well, we got a free kick, actually, and then we're in a scoring opportunity. Madness. Come on, guys, hit those likes up. We've got nearly 1,000 of you watching and 324 likes. I reckon we can do better than that. Come on, people. Yeah, no one's watching the game closer to the action than me unless you're at the game itself. So if anyone's putting scores in the chat, they're not true. So don't believe them. Ball down the line, got to be offside. Get your flag up, Lino. He's not even chasing it, Pape Sarr, but you can see the intention there from Spurs. Pape Sarr's high up the pitch, by the way, very high. Ryan Aït-Nouri's gone down. Fuck. He looks hurt as well, man. I'm hoping this is impact. Shit. It's going to be Nathan Ake coming on, isn't it? If he's off the pitch. There's Pep having a sip of water, just like me. As he gets stressed over there. That's funny. That's funny. Hey, I've been stressing, to be honest, because I think it's been a sloppy start from City. I think it has been. But Bernardo Silva's having a good laugh there, chilling. He's got a little cup of coffee. I'm hoping this is Impact, but nah, man, they're moving his ankle about. They're moving his ankle about. Let's have a look. Oh, no, he bent it. Did he bend it? Oh, no, man. He was brilliant against Wolves, I thought. I thought he was solid. I don't remember him picking up much injuries at Wolves, by the way. Do you? Fucking typical. Typical City, eh? Like and subscribe. He's back on his feet with help of the physio, but he's stood around. I'm not sure he's going to carry on. He might do. He's moving gingerly up and down that touchline. Could do without that. Could do without that. Referee just giving us the ball there on the edge of our own box while we're being closed down. What a load of bollocks. Hey, what a ball that was from Trafford. Marmouche ghosting past Pedro Porro there. He's got him beaten. I said that in the preview, by the way, and as much as I'm pleased to see Marmouche start the game, I'm hoping he can get on the score sheet as well. Pedro Porro versus Doku. Imagine that. Imagine that. In terms of beating his man, that's exciting. But in terms of putting the ball in the back of the net, heavy from Diaz. Stones. Touch is a bit heavy. Good ball that from Stones into Oscar Bob. Spence thought he could have got that, but Oscar Bob's done really well there to hold the play. Doesn't fancy beating Spence, but it doesn't need to because he's just moved inside, ghosted around him. Great ball from Oscar Bob into Marmouche. Marmouche, edge of the area. Marmouche, shots! Saved by Vicario. Haaland on the rebound. No, I couldn't take it with him. Oh, no. Great interception from Ruben Diaz. Brilliant. Oscar Bob. Oh, no. He's come forward as well, Ruben Diaz. And they've given it away. Ryan Aït-Nouri's on the pitch and he's not moving well. He's not moving well. He needs to come off, I think. When he chased that ball, then he looked a bit wibbly-wobbly. Bit wibbly-wobbly. Marmouche on the edge of the area, by the way. That is a lethal right foot he's got. Brilliant from Ruben Diaz, by the way, because I've been critical of him. Even against Wolves, I was pretty critical of Ruben Diaz. Hey, what a touch from Oscar Bob. What a touch, and he sent Reinders in. Reinders sprinting down on goal. Reinders, a bit selfish, Reinders, unlike him, to make the wrong decision there. Ended up trying to poke it towards goal, but there was Marmouche to the left of him. He's got to send him in there. He should have absolutely sent that through to Marmouche, but instead he thought, have a dig, and he tried to poke it. But the touch from Oscar Bob before this, one of these balls that is just coming down, straight down, and he just took it on the half turn and sent him away. Brilliant from Oscar Bob. What a touch, mate. Hey, speaking of, big up Mullet. So good seeing Oscar Bob back. It really is, mate. It really is. He's not moving well, Ryan Aït-Nouri. He's not. He's coming off, I think. He's got that hunched shoulders look. You know, when you're injured, where you go like that. There's no reason for your shoulders to do that. But when you're injured, you just do that. You know what I mean? You're like, It's one of them. He's walking around with his shoulders up. Like Craig Bellamy. With no neck. Wind your neck in. What neck? Craig No Neck Bellamy. With the most Chelsea-like inspirational song ever. Bellamy, 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 Bellamy. Ball across was good from Reinders, but for once, Erling Haaland just wasn't in there. Jed Spence letting it roll out for a goal kick. A Trivela whipped in low And not that hard, actually, from Reinders. A delicate ball across the penalty area that you would have liked. To be honest, he probably should have got his head up before crossing it, because Haaland was clearly not going to get there. But still. City have settled. The injury to Ryan Aït-Nouri is a bastard. That's what it is. He's gone down. He's fallen down. He's getting that substitution. This is a shitter. Vardy, mate, we need you back. I believe in Nathan Ake. I really do. But I just think he is getting older by the minute. As we all are. In fairness to Nathan Ake, we all tend to get older by the minute. It's not just him alone. Like, fucking hell, you're getting old quick, mate. You are. But I thought he was a bit... He looked like he lost a yard of speed last season, Nathan Ake. And he was never that quick to begin with, but he was very capable. I remember in the treble season when he pocketed Saka, didn't he? Couldn't get past Nathan Ake. And we've not really seen that version of Nathan Ake for some time. And it's what Nathan Ake doesn't bring going forward compared to the likes of Ryan Aït-Nouri, who is such a talent technically. So that is a big loss. A big loss, that is. And knowing that they've got, Kudus and Pape Sarr going down that right-hand side now against Nathan Ake, I'm a bit worried about it now, I must admit. But come on, Ake. It's annoying when you see a player going off so disheartened, so upset, that it looks like, this is like an injury that's like weeks at least. So he's going to be, hopefully, rarely do I want an international break. But do we still get that third international break, chat? Sorry, after the third match, not the third international break. The first international break after the third match. Because it comes around so quick, doesn't it? You just get a little taste of Premier League football. 3 games in, and then boom, international break. But we could do with it now. Don't think so. I hope so. Oh no. John Stones does really well. Doesn't need to do any defending really, other than just put himself in front of Brennan Johnson. But Spurs come forward there. 0-0 so far. Probably the correct scoreline in all honesty. No real clear-cut opportunities. Other than the Marmouche one that I'm not sure is clear-cut because it was pretty tight, the angle. But that was about it for City. But nothing really for Spurs to speak of that was created themselves. We've given them their only opportunity, which was a free kick on the edge of our area. Other than that, nothing really from Spurs. But we need to go 1-0 up in this game. We really do. When's Vardy back? Yes, you are, sir. Yes, you are. We've got the left-back injury curse we have. Ball over the top as well for Kudus to chase. If he keeps this in, which he doesn't, thankfully. We would have been in trouble if he did. So yeah, after next week, Brighton, we've got an international break. Cheers, Merlag. So we could do with that, really. But this hasn't screamed goals, has it? Before the game, I would have predicted... I think someone else was saying 4-2, 4-3. I was going 3-1. But it could still happen, to be honest. But so far, there's not really much happening in an attacking sense in terms of chance creation, anyway. And both sides have been quite sloppy. But here comes Spurs with an opportunity to rectify that, creating a chance of their own. Brennan Johnson. Rico Lewis, really good from Rico Lewis. Wins the ball. I forgot I have my emojis. It's like, I don't know how many of my faces that is, but it's far too many. Far too many of my stupid face. If you're interested in becoming a member and you too would like to have access to all the emojis that Muslim Jerry has displayed for you there, as well as business schemes. Business schemes, sorry. Business schemes. As well as City players as well. And Jeff. And Jeff, of course. Jeff's in the mullet. With mullet. And me and Jeff. Jeff and Jonny sitting in a tree. Is that what you're implying there? Is that what you're implying? Douglas, mate. What are you inferring there, Douglas? Dare I say it, we look a little immature. Are you suggesting we bring on the unks? Is that what you're suggesting? Get the unks on. We've done it the way you all wanted. Oh, lovely from Nico Gonzalez and Cherky there. They looked like they were about to lose the ball, but they didn't. They didn't. And Nico Gonzalez has done really well there to poke that through. Here comes Marmoush. One-on-one with Pedro. Oh, he nearly found that ball. He was doing the right thing, but I'm really impressed with Nico Gonzalez. Marmoush has got to be offside there. He's not. We play on. We play on. Still not created an opportunity from this. Oh, Rico. Sloppy pass. And that's the game. That's just the game. Oh, that's nice. Good pass. There you go. Shit. That's been the game. Both sides have just produced like 2 or 3 moments of like, oh, that's good. Oh, there you go. And then, need to go and get the fart gun. It's back there. You can see it. You can even see it. It's just there. I think it ran out of batteries from last season's overuse. Oh. Bollocks, linesman. Get the unks on, Douglas says. Muslim Jerry's wild. He is a bit, isn't he? He's not even on the bench though, is he? Which means, by the way, I think Gundogan's off. No Akanji on the bench. Think Akanji's off. Great play from Haaland. Haaland said, fuck this, I'll do it myself. And he does! He sent... Oh, Marmoush, you've got to bury that, mate. You've got to bury that. Little dink, a little bit of composure. Fucking Haaland, what play. Brilliant. From Haaland, then I'm thinking, mate, have you got any vision? I've never seen Haaland thread a through ball. Absolutely, he can do that. Just threads the eye of a needle pass to Marmoush. Marmoush, one-on-one, just outside the penalty spot. Vicario comes out, he makes his mind up for him, surely, and says, just dink it over me. But Marmoush goes hard and low. Oh, devastating. That was an opportunity, that was. Richarlison goes down like a shithouse, expecting a free kick, doesn't get it. Cherky gives the ball away, but Reinders gets the free kick. Richarlison's losing his head. You can piss off with that Richarla naissance. Richarla nonsense, more like. Let's have a look at that. He's got to be dinking that. It was an obvious thing to do. He just batters it right into the midriff of Vicario. He had to score. He had to score that. It was good, Phil. It was really good from Haaland. Great play. He grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck and said, I'm doing it. I'll show you what. This is what I'll do. I'll smash into a Spurs player, win the ball back, start charging at them. Marmoush with an opportunity to cross the ball's deflected. He's not having a good game at the minute, Marmoush, is he? Reinders is in trouble here if he doesn't win this. Kudos has won the ball, but City have got numbers back quickly. Surely get some shape. Get some shape. Keep it. There you go. Oh, nearly. Haaland, if he was back a little bit quicker there, Haaland, he could have run onto that. Because the ball broke to him. Has anyone noticed Rico Lewis's aggression in this game, by the way? 3 or 4 times I've seen him go flying in to Jed Spence. I appreciate it, mate. I really do. So I think he has a lot of accusations that he's not that strong. He's a little bit weak. He looks like he's been in the gym to me, and he looks like he's been in the mental gym, the psychology gym, where you believe you're strong more than you feel it, you know? You got to believe it, mate. Flying into these tackles, love to see it. Oh, I can't. Oh, douche, mate. It's gutted. Gutted. That was 1-0, that was. That should have been. Do I need to move on? I can't move on. John Stones and Trafford is... It's still with City, so you can't complain, but it doesn't look like... you know what I mean? Because we've gotten used to Edison, so this is something City fans... There's going to be a big learning curve for City fans to go through here, with Trafford, and even worse with Donnarumma, if we're expecting either of these keepers to play out with their feet to the standard of Edison, then we're going to get a rude awakening that it just won't look composed. It will look a bit shaky. And straight away, Trafford is good. He's not made a mistake. He got caught on the ball with Richarlison. He got caught on the ball against Wolves in the second half, if you remember it. Not too dissimilar to how Richarlison caught him on the ball. Nothing came of it, though, so that's the main thing. We didn't give a goal away or even a chance away. But there was 2 moments in both previous Premier League games, Wolves and Spurs, where Trafford's been caught on the ball. It's to be expected. Because, I mean, you know, no one in the world is like Edison. As calm as he is. It might work in our favour, you know. I really believe that. It might work in our favour. Where teams actually come out and press us a little bit. Because eventually, last season and even the year before, teams weren't even bothering. Because we were giving it to Edison and he was so calm and so composed on the ball that it was like, there's no point pressing him because he'll just knock it round me and it will guarantee to be finding a City shirt. So there's no point. They don't bother. Whereas now, not having a goalkeeper that's quite as composed as Edison, it might invite pressure a little bit more. And if Trafford can refine his game and improve with the ball at his feet and make sure he's as good as he possibly could be, then we could start knocking it around them because we've invited them to press. And if he gets it right, we're in. We're past the press and we're in business, bearing down on their goal. So you never know. It might work in our favour, this. Silver lining and all that. I'm not sure about that. He might have done. I'll tell you who does finish it, Haaland. Even though it was on his right foot, that's a foul, isn't it? Fucking Van der Ven then getting in a bit tasty there on Oscar Bob. Who's been booked there? Johnson, I think. Yellow for Johnson, banter. I was just thinking, I need like the perfect evaluation of how Spurs have been playing. Like a good, detailed, highly intelligent, highly packed with adjectives and a thought process describing Spurs and how they've played in this first 33 minutes. And Mullet Daddy has just come to the rescue. Perfect, really. Brilliant description, really. Here we go. Oh, why is he not taking that with him? Reinders. Was that Haaland again? He's looked like a beast this season, Haaland. Haaland winning the ball back here early. Well, it's actually Oscar Bob, to be fair, who actually won the ball back. But a good ball from Haaland into Reinders. And I don't think he gets to shout. He should have been shout. Someone should have time, mate. On the edge of the area. I don't think he realised that. I think he was expecting the press. Behind him, no one was there. He could have turned and had a shot. But he tried to do a little looping ball to Ryan. Oh, he's flicked it on here. Richarlison's in. I think he's onside as well. Ball's going to be fed across. Oh, and it's 1-0, man. Flag goes up, but I'm not sure it's offside. It was close, man. It was close. But that is literally the moment. That's happened against us all season last season. That goal, the right winger winning the ball back in the right channel, the left winger running central towards the goal. He's onside here. It's close, man. This is close. This is not as clear-cut as that linesman thought, because he was like, boom, this is offside, guaranteed. But it could be Brennan Johnson 1-0, this. Even if we don't look great, Spurs look atrocious. They could be 1-0 up though, Jeff. They could be 1-0 up in a minute here. Big up, Jeff, mate. Come on. He's onside. I'm convinced he's onside. I think this is a goal. This is tight, man. It's the leg of Diaz who's doing his best. Haven't we got automated offside? Where's the automation? He looks onside to me. Oh, he's doing it. It's a goal. Goal. 1-0. Fucking hell, boys. Sorry to say it, you go back to that Marmouche situation. I told you I'm not over it. I'm clearly not over it, because if that goes in the back of the net, it's a different game. It's a different game. Rico Lewis was close to getting back. He wasn't far away from getting back, and James Trafford actually gets a strong hand to it. Can't be really blaming the keeper there, because he's so close to goal. He gets a hand to it, but I mean, it more hits him. James Trafford just makes himself big, and it hits the top of his arm and deflects into the top of the net. But it's 1-0 City, but you got to be looking back at that Marmouche chance and thinking, if you buried that, we'd be calm, we'd be knocking it round, Spurs would have to come out of their shape. But all of a sudden, we have conceded a goal that was the epitome of everything that we did last season in terms of ball over the top, down the outside channels, pick your poison, whichever channel, didn't really matter, down the right channel in this case, and then the ball just across the face of goal for a tap-in for the other winger coming from the other channel. Every time. And what's frustrating is it was flicked on down our side where it's like Ryan Aït-Nouri's not there. So, okay, well, surely we shouldn't be losing those headers. Nathan Ake, could he have won the header rather than losing that flick on? Because that's where the game was, where the goal was conceded. As soon as that was flicked on, we were conceded. And it all came down to whether it was offside or not, and boom. Yeah, I think you better add, mate. Spurs look shit, apparently. Yeah, fuck yeah, man. I can't believe it, man. Still time to go. Still time to go, but this isn't going well at all. And in all honesty, this has been a poor half from too many of them. Too many of them have been a bit, flat and sloppy. Ruben Diaz! Fuck are they doing, boys? Fucking Ruben Diaz then, with the worst back pass header. And that's a foul. That looked like a penalty. Are we collapsing all of a sudden? Just heads have gone, man. I'm sorry, but Ruben Diaz has just been sloppy since, for a long time. Oscar Bob's been sent away here, but Jed Spence just gets back and makes it look easy. Really good from Jed Spence. That fullback that no one wanted. That guy. And they're looking at it. This could be a penalty. If it's outside the box, it's nothing to worry about. It's outside the box. Yeah, play on. Move on. Carry on. Outside the box. Forget it. Big up, Jeff. 4-2 City. Bob going to get us level before half-time. Could have done as well, mate. He was through on goal. But then Spence just came back and just bullied him. But, we're looking at the James Trafford one. Is that what we're looking at? Ooh, yeah. You know what? That looks bad. Ruben Diaz, mate. I'm sorry. You've been sloppy. You were sloppy against Wolves. You've been sloppy in this first half. Some of his passing in that moment there just command the situation. How's he nodding it back so weak like that? What kills me more than anything in this situation is it's the same as last season. That's what hurts more than anything. It was a carbon copy of so many goals that we conceded last season. And the situation is a carbon copy of last season. Flat. Mistakes being made. The opposition are not threatening us. We're not under pressure. There's no reason for Spurs to go 1-0 up. Yet we give them opportunities. And let's have a look at what went on here. And it was Ruben Diaz who didn't win the flick on. So it was nothing to do with Nathan Ake. But that as soon as Ruben Diaz, long ball down that channel. And it's Pape Sarr who's been a dangerous player who's been able to get into that pocket. And it's quite clever from Thomas Frank because Mohamed Kudus is dropping deep. And that's pulling Nathan Ake further up the pitch. So when Kudus drags Nathan Ake out of that position, down that left side, it leaves a big hole where Nathan Ake would be in a traditional left-back position. Ball goes over the top as Pape Sarr fills that hole that Nathan Ake leaves behind him, bringing Ruben Diaz well out of his shape as a result. Ruben Diaz is chasing a lost cause because that ball's coming over the top, fails to win his header as the ball's flicked on to Richarlison, who's now filling that gap that Ruben Diaz has had to leave behind him. And all the dominoes just tumbled in Manchester City's defence because we're getting conned into following Kudus. Let him have it. Stay in your position in that situation. Let him have it. And trust Nico Gonzalez to get across more. But it's been a brilliant move from Thomas Frank, and it's clearly tactical. And it's been a weak spot in City's play for quite some time. Really, fullbacks. You can get at us down the sides. Killing me, man. Stop letting the ball fucking bounce. Basic stuff. Yeah. I'm glad we got away with that Trafford one as well, because that could have been a situation. Because he came out and he won the ball with his chest, but his leg went straight into the midriff of Kudus. But if we can get a goal back before half-time, Ruben Diaz is clearing out his own teammates now. Nico Gonzalez just got flattened. And now Cherki's slipped. He's been cracked in the back of the head here, but he's slipped. Spurs are in. Pape Sarr coming down the left side, one-on-one with Stones. Really good, Cherki. Well done, mate. Came back, won the ball back. Really good. Really good. Fucking hell, Stones giving him a difficult... What do you want to bet? Pep brings on Bernardo Silva at half-time. That will rattle some cages, that will. That will rattle some cages. Certain City fans will not be happy with that. What's your excuses now, people? Because it was all about the unks, was it not? Wasn't it because Pep refuses to not play the kids? Refuses to not play the youth that we've got? The skillful players, the up-and-coming players, the newly signed players. They're all on the fucking pitch, lads. Nico Gonzalez, he's got to play. Marmoush, he's got to play. Cherki, he's got to play. 1-0 Spurs. Come on. I'm guessing it's Pep's fault somehow. Surely this is still Pep's fault. I'm convinced of that. One way or the other, it's got to be Pep's fault. Oscar Bob's playing as well. Fucking hell. You know what I mean? He's thrown them all on today. Something. Pep will have done something. I'm looking forward to it. Come on, people. Give us a... Yeah, that's it. That is it. It's Pep's fault for listening to the fucking idiots. That's right. You're exactly right, sir. That is correct. Paulinho's in. Ball across. Good clearance by Ruben Diaz. I tell you what, Cherki's been wasteful, man. An opportunity to take the ball away then. It's just poor. It's poor. Corner ball to defend, but Ruben Diaz with a good clearance. Cherki has the ball in front of him. He's got to take it with him. Take it with him, and instead, rather than taking it out of play, a moment before, by the way, he came back, he slipped, which, you know, fair play. You can't have a go at him for slipping. But came back, wins the ball back really good. Stones fires it back at him. And then he tries to do this little loopy ball over I think it was Pape Sarr, tries to loop it over his head and ends up giving it away. You know, there are moments on the pitch and areas on the pitch where just play it safe. Not everything has to be a fancy flick and a bit of skill. Just simple. Simple stuff sometimes. Corner to defend, deep. Referee's spotted something. And it's Romero who's having a word with. Hey, big up Russ, haven't seen you in ages. How are you, mate? Good to see you. Too pedestrian again. It has been sluggish. It has been sluggish. Christine. That's it, Christine. Play me, then blame the grannies. Ball back post. And it's cleared by... Who's that? Marmouche? Oh, it's goal kick. Thought it came off... Yeah, get me on. I'm here. Me and Christine, centre-back. I think we'll sort it out. Get Diaz off. Actually, send Christine up front. Left wing. Get Marmouche off. Oh my God, James Trafford, what have you done? What have you done? Oh, no, man. No, 2-0. Fucking James Trafford, mate. He's fucked about with it, playing out from the back. It's just fucking self-inflicted shite. Shite. I'm sorry. New guy. I'm sorry. Edison's on the bench. And all you lot are like, get Edison out! Get Edison out! I mean, fucking hell, man. And we're bringing in, supposedly, statistics say otherwise, by the way, about Donnarumma, because stats suggest that he ain't too bad with his feet. But stats suggest that James Trafford is not that good with his feet. But, I mean, people like to go off their eye test, don't they? You all told me. You all tell me. Oh, use your eyes. Use your eyes. Here you go. I'm using my fucking eyes right now. Look at this. Giving the ball away in the 6-yard box. Guess what happens? Fucking hell, man. I'm sorry. Jesus. 2-0. What the fuck? Self-inflicted again. You got Edison sat there on the bench who's about to go to Galatasaray or wherever the fuck he's off to. But I told you in Wolves, I said it was shaky when he had the ball and he gave the ball. Well, he got caught on the ball against Wolves. I said it before this just happened. Do not forget. And I also said he got caught on the ball by Richarlison. He's had his warnings. He's had his warnings. And there was no reason to do what he just did. No reason whatsoever. I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with this at all. Just, I mean, zooming in on Edison's one thing. Cameraman playing some games there for the narrative. But Phil Foden laughing his fucking head off is not a good sight when you're 2-0 down. That doesn't look good. And yes, Russ, I agree. I agree. I think we can still come back from this. Believe it or not, I actually do. I believe we can come back from this. But this has been a shocking first half where the players have just had a massive reality check. Frustrating. Really frustrating. If we can get a goal before half-time, maybe. But, you know, it was 2-0 at half-time the season before, wasn't it? Not last season. But yeah, I think you're right. We've done it before against this Spurs side. But that's a foul, referee. Fucking hell, man. I don't like that. It's just bad timing. Maybe it was the funniest joke in the world, but I mean, I'm not in a laughing mood, are you? Like, I mean, I just chuckled, but you're representing City, mate. You're on the bench, like you're a player. You know, we're not got anything to be laughing about right now. Oscar Bob, really good from Jed Spence. Is that a corner ball? Please say it is, because that was brilliant from Jed Spence. I don't think it was a corner ball, but hey. There's some City fans out there that said it was fucking stupid of me to come up with signing Jed Spence. Have you watched him? Guy's fucking class, mate. He's brilliant. Big, powerful. Should have him at right back. We really should. Corner ball, shite. First man, so frustrating to see a ball whipped in when you're 2-0 down, opportunity to nick one back before half time and you can't beat the first man. I'm not going to pull my punches, people, just because they're a new signing. Ryan Cherky's had a stinker of a first half. Marmoush hasn't been too great either, especially with that opportunity, and he's nearly given the ball away. Nico Gonzalez has had a good game. I think he's been good. He's going to get the blame for the goal probably because people are going to want to defend Trafford. But in all honesty, Trafford shouldn't be even playing that ball. Reinders has looked all right. He's tried to be positive, not really done anything wrong. But Cherky's been very, very sloppy on the ball. Oscar Bob with an opportunity into Cherky. Gives it away. Cherky does. Ruben Diaz. Fucking hell, man. I don't trust him, man. It's gone. He looks nervous. Like, it just looks like do you realise you're being pressed? Like, Marmoush. I'd be thinking about Doku at this point. Marmoush crosses the ball. Cleared. Oh, we haven't done one of them yet, have we? Ball in. Because there hasn't been any balls in. Has there? Think about that. How many crosses have you seen in this game? Oscar Bob, that's never a penalty. But it is a corner. I think you're right, Hannah. I think Haaland has been our best player. I think Nico Gonzalez has been pretty decent. Cherky takes it short, gets it back off Oscar Bob. 7 minutes of injury time, by the way, added on. So that's a reason why. That's a good ball. And that's Haaland. I can't believe that is on the screen, Hannah. And Haaland's just missed the fucking chance. Can't believe it. Everyone stopped saying what we're saying. Jeff and fucking Mullet Daddy saying Spurs are so shit. 2-0 later. Hannah, Haaland's been the best player. Misses a golden opportunity. Has to bury that, Haaland. Has to bury that. Can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. That was... I mean, we've had the two clear-cut chances, really. Marmoush and Haaland. Gutted, lads. Absolutely gutted. There goes the half-time whistle. Jesus. Summer signing's not working, to be fair. But, I mean, Reinders is. Reinders is. And Ryan Aitnouri's gone off injured. So, yeah, can't really have a go at him for anything. Was there really boos at half-time? No way was there. No way. I'm surprised at that. That's disappointing. Oh yeah, James Trafford, new signing. What do you want me to say, people? Like, that was just a catastrophic mistake, and it's just so basic. You can't do that. You can't. What's he thinking? I mean, we've got the tools up front to actually go long. If you're just not sure, I am not bothered. Just send it long. Because if it drops, Haaland's going to give us a real opportunity to make it stick. Get it into that final third and we have and be within the vicinity where Haaland can challenge for it. It becomes a 50-50. And I don't mind those odds, really. I don't mind those odds in those situations. When the other alternative is pass it to Nico Gonzalez, who's on the edge of the area, marked. Like, clearly the guy's bearing down on him. Clearly. Why give it him there? Madness. It's madness, and it's immature. It's an immature thing to do. And I mean, we've seen Ortega do it. We've seen Claudio Bravo do it. Next up, Donnarumma. I mean, I'm not sure Donnarumma's, Surely we're not going to be asking our goalkeepers to be doing what Edison did. Surely Pep needs to realise that. That has to be abundantly clear. We cannot be asking James Trafford and Donnarumma and none of this bollocks now. Because, everyone told me, and I didn't really agree with you at the time, but I didn't want to pop your bubble, to be honest. But let me fucking pop away right now, because he's not that good with his feet. That's evidently clear. And I'm not talking about the one mistake. I'm talking about the fact that he got closed down against Wolves and was lucky that that ball ricocheted and went out for a throw-in. He got closed down by Richarlison in this game before he gives the ball away to make it 2-0. He's had 2 warnings in the space of 90 minutes because it was the second half against Wolves and the first half against Spurs where he got caught on the ball. Okay? Oh, I'm all for the shot-stopping ability, by the way. And I'm not even going to have a go at him about the fact that the ball hits his hand and goes into the top corner, because I think it's so close, you can't expect him to make world-class saves from a shot that's 5 yards in front of him. You know, Brennan Johnson was clearly anything on target is like almost certainly going to go in the net unless it smashes straight into the middle of him. Any sort of deflection, it's going in. And that's exactly what happened. There's other problems, and tactically we got outdone by Thomas Frank in that situation. Kudus dropping deep, Pape Sarr going into the pocket, then Nathan Ake leaves behind, wins the flick on, and we're in big trouble as soon as that happens. So it was happening all season last season. But the killer in this game, for me, is the missed opportunities from Marmoush. That's the big one. That's the one that has to go in the back of the net for me. Either slot it, pass it underneath Vicario, because he comes out big, wide, but a little bit low. He went down, but opens himself up at the same time. You could have just passed that, either through his legs or either side of him, or a little dink over the top. It's on your stronger foot. There is no excuse to not be burying that. And I don't think it's a good save, by the way, because it hits him. It just hits him. So, no, I'm not having that. I think Haaland should have made it 2-1 at the end there. So, yeah, but the damage has already been done at that point. So we can't be having a go at Haaland for missing an opportunity in this game, because it's 2-0 when he gets his opportunity. So goals change games, and goals change the feelings of games. And if we go and get one early at the beginning of this game, we'll go and win it. I'm telling you now, we'll go and win this game. If we score early in the second half, we'll win. We'll come back and we'll beat them. But we've got to take our fucking chances, man, and we can't piss about with it like we've been doing at the back with James Trafford. And I mean, I'm praying, and I'm convinced that the players will be back there at half-time now. Arm round James Trafford, get into his ear. I don't think he's going to let it rattle him, because I actually think he's quite strong-minded from what I've seen and what I've heard in the conversations. I think he's a believer in his own ability. But, I mean, hey, we all make mistakes, and that was a big one. That was a big mistake. And at this level, that sort of mistake gets punished. Killing me, man. Killing me. Smash those likes up, people. We've got 1,600 of you watching. Funny how you all tune in, innit, when we're fucking losing. Twats. Big up, Gramsy. We need to sign Mahrez back at half-time. Yeah, Marmoush has been wasteful. I mean, sloppy on the ball. Can we talk about Cherky, by the way? Because he's been poor. He has been poor. Yeah, timer. Sorry, people. Sorry. He was really bang average, Cherky, but I know full well, because we live in this world now where it's player FC. It's Manchester City FC. It's Manchester City FC. Don't give a shit about what name you have on the back of your shirt. If you're repping Manchester City, I'm going to treat you the same as every other single player. Whether you've been here... Well, I understand if you're new. That's where you get a bit of understanding. When you're a new signing, you get a little bit of understanding. But we can't just ignore the fact that you have a poor game. And we certainly can't ignore the pass that James Trafford did and say, oh, it's all right because he's new. Nah, man, that was a big mistake, and he's got to cut it out. Got to cut that out. And Cherky, one thing that bothers me more than anything, I love the audacity of him. I love the bravery of Cherky. But I'm talking about the basics. Like, why are you trying to flick the ball over people's head on the edge of our own box? You know what I mean? Why are you doing fancy flicks and tricks when we're in our own defensive third? Do that at the other end of the pitch, no problem, mate. When you're trying to bring the ball out, let's have a look at what went on with this Trafford pass. There's no way he should be passing that to Gonzalez there. What was he thinking? Gonzalez comes out, fine. No way, man. He shouldn't be giving that. He should not be giving that. I'm looking at the replay now, and Gonzalez didn't even want it. All he's doing is a decoy run. It's bringing Sarr out. It's creating a hole behind him. So Gonzalez coming up to James Trafford like that creates pockets. That's all that's doing. It's creating pockets behind him. Dink one over. Cherky, fill that pocket. Haaland, come deeper, collect it. Go a little bit longer. Dink it into them. You know, that run wasn't like, give it me. Surely you can see Pape Sarr is on him, and he's got the momentum in his run. He's full sprinting. Nico Gonzalez has not got eyes in the back of the head. Trafford can see the picture. There's no excuse to be passing him that ball. Dead. I'm dead. I'm dead inside. After the start of the season as well. You knew this was Spurs, though, wasn't it? It was Spurs, man. Oh, missed the first half. Cheers, buddy. How can we come back? Scoring early. Scoring early. And Diaz has worried me as well, by the way, at the back. John Stones has looked nice and solid. Anyway, I need a pee. So enjoy yourselves. Go and talk to the fucking chair. And, yeah, come on, City. Come back. Come back. Back in a minute. Gutted, man. So gutted. I was thinking while I was having a pee. What's the next goal for the City fan base? Are we gonna? Should we go and find James Trafford's girlfriend or his wife and insult her? Is that the next target? Because that's what we did to Edison. Don't forget. Any mistakes for our goalkeepers, then it's like, oh, well, let's attack the family, shall we? That seems the logical thing to do, you fuckwits. Stupid fuck dust. Do you know what I mean? Oh, honestly, as much as it's a reasonable thing to do to talk about the player on the pitch, let's get behind the person, you know, and I'm sure Edison is in that changing room right now saying, come on, you're all right, you know what you can do. He needs to shake it off. He needs to shake it off. But yeah, no, he's a City boy. I mean, it doesn't really matter really if he's a City boy or not. I know the point you're making, but I mean, if he's not from England or from City's academy, does that mean it's okay to insult? I know that's not what your point was, but I think there are some people. that would think like that. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. No, don't. No one wants to see that, you bellend. Might have to turn the AC on. If it gets too loud, let me know if it's like super loud. What for? What? Yeah, that's the thing. The whole Pep out thing. Like, what's Pep done wrong? He's literally done everything you all wanted. You didn't want Bernardo Silva. You don't want Akanji. You don't want Gundogan. Bernardo Silva's on the bench. The other two are not even on the bench and being sold. You all called out for Edison and his family to leave the fucking country. You're getting your wish. You know, you're getting your wish. You all wanted James Trafford to start. You all wanted Cherki to start. And Marmoush and Nico Gonzalez. He's guaranteed minutes, you know. He's done everything you fucking ask. And somehow it's still his fault. Crazy. Crazy. What could Pep do about James Trafford doing what he did? Nothing to do with him. It's just a brain fart moment. It was a stupid error. And there's no way... What? Do you think Trafford's going to defend that? You think if he got interviewed after this game and said, what do you think you did wrong there, James? Nothing. I did the right thing. Nico Gonzalez should have controlled it. Do you think he's going to say that? No. He's going to say it was a stupid pass, shouldn't have even tried it. And he didn't even find the feet. He went to the side of Nico Gonzalez, so he had to stretch for it to even give himself a chance of winning it. So, no, he needs to hold his hands up and, like, you know, we're all big boys, aren't we? We're all grown men in this situation. Can we not take a bit of fucking criticism anymore? Do you know what I mean? We defend when it's defendable, but it's indefendable, that. You can't defend that. Stupid mistake. But, early goal. And then... you just never know. This City side can just turn things on. But Mullet, mate, if that's true, that people were booing in the stadium, I'm gutted at that. I am gutted. And I saw that as well. I'm not happy. I think it was just bad timing, man. Like, it doesn't look good, does it? Don't spam though, mate. But yeah, it doesn't look good. %, Steve. I agree. It is a big step up. I don't think he was asked to pass that much in the Championship. Not to the extent that he's going to be doing like in this game. Frustrating. But I tell you what, if we can come away with 3 points in this game, then wow. But it will deflate a few. But we really, really have a lot of work to do to fix this situation, because we have given ourselves a mountain to climb. Right, the back out. Game's about to get underway. 2-0 Spurs. People crying for Kusanov to start. We're off. No changes made by the looks of it. Which makes sense when you think about it. I know what you're thinking, just change everything immediately. Trafford goes long. Surprise. But yeah, any substitution in this game would be literally throwing that player under the bus. That's what that would be. And Cherki has given it away already. Go on, he's in trouble here. Go on, take it off him. Oh, you fuckers. Yeah, so I mean, it would be harsh to just, you know, bin these players, like, that player's off, that player's off, that player's off. We're 2-0 down, right, you're getting hooked. It's just, that's not how football works. Not at the elite level. When you talk about the man management side of things, I'm not talking about, oh no. It's going to... Jed Spencer's coming forward here. Rico's getting in nice and strong. Cherki trying to win it back off him. Can't, but breaks kindly to Oscar Bob. Cherki gets it back and plays a nice simple ball to Rico Lewis. Good to see. It's what we need. Simplicity sometimes. No, less is more. James Trafford playing around with it at the back. Gets it into... John Stones still testing James Trafford's nerves. He's going long with it. Of course he is. That's the one. Goes long. Marmoush slips. Oh, he's going to win it back. No, he's not. Go on, Oscar Bob. He was sort of camouflaged there, Oscar Bob, wasn't he, a little bit? I think it was Pedro Porro. I don't think he saw him. But we're coming forward with it. We need to up our game here, boys. We really do. Oscar Bob. On the left, on the right side for City. Cherky. Great ball from Cherky. Rico Lewis. Nathan Ake back post. Drill it, mate. And he took an age to get the shot away in the sliding tackle. I think it's Bentan. No, it's Paulinho with an unbelievable slide tackle. Did take a little while there, but that's probably the one player in the box we didn't really want it to land to. And it was Nathan Ake. But shit in our boys. Hey, it's starting to make more sense to me, isn't it? It would look good. It would look good. I think Rodrigo, I mean, what, play him on the left instead of Marmouche? Don't think he'd be happy, but it makes more sense to me. Because Marmouche is not really done enough in this game, and he's got an opportunity, and he's had it taken off him. He's not a winger, though, is he? Like, it's a bit harsh to blame him. This is the moments that's better, Ruben Diaz. Nice and strong. Gets up and fucking wins the ball, man. Win that ball. And Mullet, you said it in the first half, don't let the ball bounce. I don't think he really had an opportunity other than to let the ball bounce then. But when it's up in the air after the bounce, it takes an eternity, doesn't it, to come down, and Richarlison keeps swooping in on him. Oscar Bob coming forward. Coming inside onto his left foot. Oh, and he's had it taken away from him. Good tackle by Diaz, but the ball's broken kindly. Nico Gonzalez smashes into him. Good tackle from Stones. 2 or 3 big tackles from both sides there. Going in strong. Couple of high fives. Good to see. I love to see that shit. No one rolling about going, fucking get in. Fucking have them. Smash the shit out of each other. That's what I love to see. Spurs. That's why my video title, was what it was. You know, Spurs. This is it. We're living it. We're living the reason for that title right now. Spurs. Spursy Spurs. Hey, PSG managed to turn it round. Well, it took a penalty shootout. But would you take a 2-2? Well, I mean, you would have to take a 2-2, really. If we get a 2-2 draw out of that, it's still a frustrating result. But from 2-0 down, it's better than nothing. Losing this game is just... At the first home game of the season, you lose 2-0 to bloody Spurs, man. I'm not trying to play down Spurs' ability, because they've clearly turned it round with Thomas Frank and started to play some good football. They battered PSG for the majority of that game. They just caved in the last 10-15 minutes. But they dominated PSG. They battered Burnley, but again, it's only Burnley. And now this was the proper... Well, it was a step up in quality that we've faced compared to Wolves and whatnot. So, you know, Doku on the bench, Nunes on the bench. There's Rodri. I'm not sure why you'd bring on Rodri, because I don't think Nico Gonzalez has done anything to deserve coming off this pitch. I think it's a risky move, actually, to bring in Rodri in such a high-profile game when you're 2-0 down. It's like a bit unnecessary pressure put on his shoulders, that. Reinders on the edge of the Spurs area. Lovely feet. God, trying too much. Too much. There's a few of them, Cherky in particular, has tried too much today. Oscar Bob before, when he was working his way into the penalty area, and he you know, get the pass off, give it away, and then, you know, if you take too long on the ball, you can't beat everybody. It's great to see that we've got the bravery and the dribbling ability, and we've got players that can do it, but simplicity sometimes is key. Again, Cherky taking too long on the ball inside the penalty area, gives it away. Nico Gonzalez, though, steps in, wins it back. Good ball from Oscar Bob. Haaland! And he's cleared it. Like Haaland with his fucking 50p head. No, Steve. Good question. I miss him, man. He missed the entire last season, so I don't know. Maybe he's either changed his name. Ball over the top here for Marmouche to chase, but he's not going to get on the end of that. But yeah, I remember Section. haven't heard from him in a while, mate. I hope he's all right. Oh, hopefully not. Hopefully not. Guys, smash that like button, please. If you can. Massively helps. Doku's been called. Oh, giving away! Giving away! Giving away! Oh, no way have we fucked up. We've still got it. Turkey. We've still... Freak. How have we not scored? We've literally just had a same opportunity. They fucked about with it at the back. But we don't put it in the back of the net. And it's Haaland who overhits his pass. It was a bad pass from Vicario to Van der Ven. Haaland overhits it. Cherki stopped. It was a bit of miscommunication between Haaland and Cherki. Haaland looked up, saw Cherki moving, and then as he looked down to pass the ball inside the 6-yard box after they've given it away, to lay it onto Cherki for a tap-in, it's guaranteed 2-1 that would be. Jed Spence into the box. No way. Fucking flicked on, and James Trafford does well. Collects the ball. Ruben Diaz just smashes into Richarlison, because Richarlison's looking, you fucking twat, Richarlison. He's a little shithouse, him. He's an absolute prick, isn't he? He really is, that Richarlison. He's a knobhead. How have we not scored? Have a look at this. It's Oscar Bob who wins it back, and that's a penalty on Oscar Bob! It's a penalty on Oscar Bob! That should be a fucking penalty! But they played on, didn't they? We can't have it both ways. You can't get the advantage unless they're looking at it. They're not looking at it. But that was a fucking penalty. They stomped on Oscar Bob. Here comes Bernardo Silva. Get your tweets ready, everybody. Get your X posts ready, everybody. Get those moans ready. Bernardo Silva's on the pitch. Here comes the scapegoat. Captain Scapegoat. It's my fault, everybody! Fucking hell. That was a penalty on Oscar Bob, but we played on. I think if the referee goes back and saw it, he would be like, advantage, because you've got a tap-in opportunity. You can't get it both ways. You can't play advantage and then pull it back after the advantage has been played, which is exactly what happened. So you can't really go back, but you almost wish that Oscar Bob's pass didn't find Haaland, because that would have been a penalty. And again, Spurs doing exactly what they did. Good play from Nathan Ake to win the ball back, and he's going to surely do the right thing here and just clear his lines. He does. Bernardo Silva going in strong on Paulinho. Look at him. Look at him. Bernardo Silva's already running everywhere. Setting the precedent. Good to see. Look, pointing. Reinders, get fucking forward, mate. Let's run. I'm not, mate. I'm not alright. I've never been alright. Doku's on. I know, mate. In it. Just handing them an opportunity here. Well in, Doku. Well in, Doku. You've got it again, mate. Go on. That's a foul, referee. It probably wasn't, but I'm shouting for it. There's a danger. I can't remember who said it, but someone said 3-0 Spurs, but genuinely there is a danger of that happening. And it's very nearly was as well. Richarlison comes flying in. Rico Lewis does well to put Richarlison off. There, the ball from Pedro Porro was on the money, really. But it's Rico Lewis with a really good bit of back post defending, in all honesty, to just get in the way of Richarlison, because that's 3-0. That is 3-0. If Rico Lewis doesn't do what he did there, brilliant from Rico. He's had a good game. He's had a good game, Rico. He's done all right. Couldn't do anything about the first goal. No. Oh, brilliant. I thought I was panicking. It's a bit shaky, but Nico Gonzalez was actually nice and calm. It's me who needs to chill. Bernardo running everywhere at 4 miles an hour. Yeah, he's not the quickest, is he? But I mean, give it to him, man. The guy's got a work. He's got an engine, mate. We're in trouble here. It's 5 on 4. But oh, thank God he's had a shot there. Wasteful. from Brennan Johnson, who just boots it over the bar. But that was a real opportunity. There's Thomas Frank fuming. Because that was 3-0 written all over it, that was. Well, if we get Rodrigo, that changes everything, doesn't it? I think Nico Gonzalez has had a good game. No way. How's he got through there? Kudos, man. It wasn't even skill. He just got lucky. No way. It keeps ricocheting to Spurs players, man. It's a long time has gone in this game, and there's no signs of City scoring. Gutted, man. Man on Bernardo. Taking too long on the ball, Bernardo. It's going to be 3. It's going to be 3. Come on, win that. Win that, John Stones. Well done, mate. Bernardo Silva, there's a warning shot for you, mate. Got to be better than that. That touch was too heavy. Gives it away. Spurs were in. They look like they're going to make it 3. They're dominating the game. Like they're holding the ball up. We're in our own half defending Spurs when we're 2-0 down. Sort it out, lads. Oh. Doku is giving it away and the foul away at the same time, and Pep with a look of disgust. Devastated. Absolutely devastated. Oh yeah, mate. 100%. I would take any of those two, Premier League or Champions League. I still think we're a good team, you know. I'm not giving up on us. I'm not changing my tune because we're about to lose to Spurs, or we could be losing this game to Spurs. You never know. We could come back in this game, and that'll change the narrative straight away. But it looks more like it's going to be 3-0 Spurs than anything. Just over the bar by Spurs again. But I don't play that game of writing off City because of one result. And some people might accuse me of promoting and hyping the side because of one result. No, if you watch the preview, I based it on the previous 10 Premier League games. Oh, fucking hell, Ruben Diaz again. Giving the ball away. Well, out for a throw-in. But I mean, no, man, you can't be going game by game because we'll go insane. We'll go insane because we aren't going to win every game, and we're going to destroy some teams. We're going to win at most of our games this season. I'm convinced of that. We aren't going to have a collapse like we did last season, but we are clearly not completely settled yet. But I can't help but feel it's, well, what the second goal all comes down from a massive, massive individual error. Ball in there from Richarlison again, back post. The guy's just causing us problems. Spurs are causing us problems. I don't think we've been in their half for about 5 minutes. Turn! Ball down the line from Reinders is just wasteful. Straight through to Vicario. But half an hour to go. We could do with another Spurs mistake, because that's what hurts as well, is the fact that we were gifted an opportunity. You know, you're thinking just something silly from Spurs, because you know what they're like. You get one, their heads will go. They'll be like, pfft. They'll collapse if we score. But it's how late are you going to leave it before you get one? You got gifted an opportunity. They gave the ball away, and Doku just runs it out for a goal kick, man. And he's carrying on his Wolves performance, where he just underwhelms, man. He was sensational in the FIFA Club World Cup. Bloody brilliant, Doku was. He's just not got consistency to his game, has he? And by the way, no Savinho on the bench as well today. Which, to me, makes me think he's off. Foden and Rodri warming up. I'd be thinking about Foden for Cherky. Not Cherky, Bob. Cherky's already off, isn't he? Doku and Nathan Ake, they're trying to link up, but just not working. It's just not working. Every pass seems like a couple of yards in the wrong direction, and this air conditioning is bloody freezing. It's got way too cold in here. And Doku has it taken off him. Sent down the line, but Diaz is going to deal with that, isn't he? Of course he is. And he does. No problem. We've got the ball back. It's overhit. Looking for Oscar Bob down the line. Rico Lewis massively overhits it. Spurs are in control, really. I don't see them. They don't look threatened. They're looking relaxed. When they get it, they knock it around. When they lose it, they have shape that is comfortable. It's a frustrating watch, this. And it's been frustrating from the first whistle of the game, in all honesty. I really was expecting a second half impact, and I think we would have got it had that mistake been punished. Like our mistake was punished, and rightly so. But, 25 minutes to go. Oscar Bob brings life to the game, does he? No, he doesn't, but he wins a bollocks referee. Jed Spence not only tackles Oscar Bob, but he wins a goal kick as well. I'm not impressed by the body language of some of them either, seeing his struggle. And it's hands on hips, looking at the grass. It's a lot of... It's like, come on. Heavy touch by Stones. He's got it, though. He's got it. Good ball into Haaland. Haaland into Doku. Good one-touch football, that. Doku. Bernardo Silva. Keep it, mate. Fucking hell. He's not had a good... The impact from Bernardo Silva has been pretty poo. I'm not going to lie. So that's the excuse right there. We've got the reason why we've lost this game, because Bernardo Silva came onto the pitch. Fuck you, actually. Nah, fuck you. Yeah. That makes more sense to me. Richarlison, ball in is deflected. Trafford collects it. Come on, boys and girls. There has to be some belief that we're not just going to completely collapse now and just shit the bed for the rest of the season. But there has been an alarming performance for 67 minutes, I must admit. It's been very shaky. To not even start the game well is what bothers me, because you would think the Wolves game would really bring a flow of confidence into this match, where you would take the initiative with you. Spurs are a little bit sleepy here. There's pockets appearing in Spurs' midfield, and then that's a tackle. That foul given. Romero won the ball, actually. I don't know why. The linesman's given a free kick, but I swear Romero won the ball. Yeah, he won the ball. And Oscar Bob tried to get back up as well. But we'll have a free kick, mate. We need as many gifts as you're possibly willing to hand out in this game. And it's Bernardo Silva to take the free kick. I'm feeling a Vicario punch. Cleared. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling a big old from Vicario. Hopefully, I'm talking shit. Ball in by Bernardo Silva. Oh, what happened there? It went through people. There was a flick, and I think it comes off a Spurs player. And Vicario, man, caught on his line, talking shit. I was. Doesn't even come out. Probably wasn't one to come out for, to be honest, but it flicked on by a Spurs player. And we've got a corner. This time, Reinders. Let's see what he's got in terms of delivery. Tried to be flicked on by Nathan Ake and it's cleared, but it was a poor corner, to be honest. Again, near post. So frustrating to watch. Elite level footballers can't beat the first man. It's such a common occurrence in the game. Deep this time, straight into Vicario. This time it is punched, and it's Rico Lewis who smashes it into Rosard. Shit floated delivery incoming. You got it right. It was a bit, to be fair. Like you're not a fan of Bernardo, are you, Mullet? You're not a fan at all. It's all kicking off. And guess who's at the centre of it? Twatty McGee. Twatty McGee. You all know who I'm talking about. Twatbag McGee. Put his name in the chat. You know who I'm talking about. There's a pull there on Ruben Diaz. And then Richarlison doesn't like the fact that Ruben Diaz was complaining. And then it all kicks off. Ruben Diaz and Richarlison booked. I imagine they've looked at it. Where is he? Can you not ban him? You're a mod, mate. Can you ban him? Where is it? There he is. I don't know how to actually do it, mate, but I will do it after this stream. What a twat. What a fucking twat. Leave it out, people. You fucking sadaks. I've got a different chat set up so I can get your chats onto the screen and put them up. I don't know if you can ban him then, mate. Sorry, but yeah, he's not. Is he still? He's not doing it anymore, is he? So I will ban him after this, regardless. See if I can do it on my phone. But Bernardo Silva's in a pocket. Doku doesn't bother. This game's dragging, and it's frustrating to watch that clock just disappear into oblivion. And we've not really had anything to think, here we go, we're going to get back in the game. Nothing. Nothing. I can't even ban him on my phone. I don't know, man. I'll sort it out later. Ball whips in. Trafford's got to win this. Trafford, fucking hell, he comes out, man, and it's just not convincing goalkeeping. Again, he comes out, doesn't win it, but thankfully neither does Pape Sarr. Jesus Christ. Both of them misjudged the bounce there. But bloody hell, man, you're coming at your goal like that, you better make sure you do something with it. Oscar Bob. And the referee's given a free kick. Vic's not happy. I don't blame you, mate. I woke up at 7:30 a.m. for this. Please have a moment of silence for me. Will do, mate. 6:30 for Brooks. Could have been onside that as well. It probably would have been. If Sarr gets on the end of this, I think he bottled it. I don't think he wanted to get hurt by Trafford. He misjudged the bounce. But James Trafford coming out of his goal like that is a concern to see when he's not actually getting on the end of it. Rodri and Foden coming onto the pitch. I'm surprised at Rodri. Look, Rodri, it's a big ask. Rodri's like not fit. We were planning not to see him till after the international break. It's good to see him, don't get me wrong. I'm just not sure this is the right moment for it, you know. 15 minutes to go when we're 2-0 down. I hope I get proved wrong. Oscar Bob off for Phil Foden. But I'm a little bit surprised to see Rodri coming on. And Nico Gonzalez, who's had a great game. Considering what's gone on around him, I think he's been one of maybe the best performer in a City shirt today. Nico Gonzalez. Haaland had a great first half in what he tried to do, bringing Marmoush into play, going and winning the ball back, taking the game by the scruff of the neck. But this second half, Haaland has done nothing. And it's not really his fault. There's been no attack from City. We've not gone forward, really. The one moment that you can look at from Haaland is that moment where we won the ball back, or they gave it away in their 6-yard box, and Haaland and Cherki just got confused, and Cherki stopped his run. Here's Doku, one-on-one with Pedro Porro. That's not a bad ball to Foden, but Foden can't get on the end of it. Romero going back to goal. Rather than playing it to Vicario, plays it safe and lets it run out for a corner to City. Foden to take it, who normally is a very good deliverer of the football. This is going to be the first time he kicks the ball in this Premier League season. He whips it in. And it's fucking Rodri and his first touch straight into the hands of Vicario. It was nearly the first touch of the season for Foden. Became the first touch of the season for Rodri. Became 2-1 City. But no, it's straight into the hands of Vicario. Trafford's coming out again. And he nods it out for a throw-in. Yeah, I'll take that. That's better than doing nothing. But, I mean, the delivery from Foden was better. Maybe if I sit cross-legged, things might go better. I would take a 2-2 draw now, mate. I would take a 2-2 draw. That would be a good result, considering, from now, a good result. Obviously, at the start of the game, no, not a good result. But from this point on, 14 minutes to go, without virtually any chances to speak of in this second half, it's been a real flat, disappointing performance overall. Football, man, don't you just fucking love it and hate it at the same time? Like, it's so shit and it's so good at the same time. That's why we keep coming back, though, man, because we know the possibilities. We'll be here next week. Pissed off or buzzing, one or the other. I wasn't expecting to be pissed off this week, but here we are. I'm pissed off. Shit. Good feet from Foden, brilliant. Now forward, mate, forward. Wins the free kick. Quick feet from Foden there was really good, nice and positive. Man on, Stones. Good play. Rodri, good play. Sends Doku down the line. We need a goal. We need to get a goal in the next 3-4 minutes. Doku, shimmy, 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 Doku, back to Foden. Oh, and it's a great bit of defending. Is that Paulinho again, man? That guy, it's not. It's Van de Ven. What a tackle that was. Because that was 2-1. But Foden sparked some life into this game, man. Hey, big tackle that was, whoever that was. Ball over the top. Trafford, what are you doing, mate? Why are you coming out so far there? Rico and John Stones both had control of that situation. You know. Like both Rico Lewis and John Stones, they get to the ball, but they realise Trafford's out. So they're like, right, we better just like block any Spurs players and let Trafford do his thing. There was no need for him to come out like that. But that is unbelievable from Van de Ven. What a tackle that was. And Foden's bloody injured now as well. He's hurt himself because that's an impact injury. Because he full-on swung at that. And rather than meeting the ball, he ended up meeting the boot of Van de Ven. Oh, no, man. And Foden's limping as well, man. Can you believe this? Can you believe this game? Of course you can. It's Spurs. Long throw-in coming in for Spurs. Oh, slipped out of his hand. Bernardo Silva clears it at the near post. Haaland gets back to win it. Oh, send him! Fucking hell, man. Doku was away. We just couldn't get the pass off. Referee's some twat who's given Spurs a free kick, a throw-in, when it was a City free kick all day long. But hey, we're not blaming the referee for this result. Oh, that touch from, I think it was Pedro Porro, actually, who gets a vital touch on it. It was fired forward, and if it didn't hit the heel of Pedro Porro, who sort of sticks it out, hoping it hits it, and hit it, it does. Because Doku was away. 10 minutes to go. City need a bit of a miracle at this point to get 3 points out of this game, but there's still an opportunity to get a draw. Surely we can get a draw if we can just fucking show some initiative going forward, some composure as well. It's just been so... I haven't seen us string 10 passes together. It's been broken. The play's been broken and bitty and so lacklustre and zero control. And I mean, I think that was kind of expected going into this season. I think Pep went with it. He's sort of the players that he's signed sort of indicates that he's not really going for that much control this season. Because Doku staying rather than Savinho and Marmouche, he's not a controlling player. Cherky, risk taker. Reinders carries the ball and can probably control the game, but he's not known for his control. He's a bit more of a carrier of the ball, and he's a little bit bordering on a risk taker. He tries that, that little pass to Rico Lewis, for example. That was a nice risky ball, and he's aggressive. So I don't think it's a surprise that City are not controlling the game. It'd be interesting to know what the actual possession stats are in this game, because it certainly doesn't feel like we have been controlling this game. I mean, we have at 60% possession, actually, which is a surprise, so... 60-40 at the minute, which doesn't feel like that. It feels more 50-50. But the chances created, 9 each shots, 3 shots on target each, but they've scored. I mean, you could look at the fact that we've made a mistake with James Trafford, but you also have to look at the fact the other end of the pitch, we had opportunities. Marmoush and Haaland, and the opportunity in the second half where Haaland passes to Cherki. There's 3 golden opportunities. One of them's got to be going into the back of the net. You can't miss all 3 and expect to be coming away with points, even 1. You got to be taking your fucking chances, man. Nathan Ake, ball whipped in deep. It's going to be Bernardo Silva, back post, nods it across, off the bar. It's one of them. It's one of them. It didn't even hit the bar. I thought it did. It's very close to the bar, but it's more on the roof of the net. But if Bernardo Silva gets his header right there, Haaland's waiting to tap that in to make it 2-1. Ball down the line, Trafford. This is when you come out, and he does. Well done. Man on, Rodri. So we've got Bernardo Silva now playing right wing, where Oscar Bob was playing. Foden's is central. He's actually collecting the ball deep now, looking good, to be honest. Phil Foden, he's played well in the 10 minutes he's been on the pitch, if that. Rodri switches a ball out to Doku. Doku brings it down. Better. Nathan Ake's inside if he sees him, but he doesn't because Doku's on a mission. And he has it taken off him. Just get your head up, mate. Get your head up. Nathan Ake was making a run inside there. Just play a little ball, 10-yard ball inside. How quick is that clock going? 4 minutes of the 10 gone. Foden with a deflected shot straight at Vicario. Just no urgency. That's a good ball. That's a good ball. Reinders out to Doku, who's been so poor in his impact in this game. Doku. Cross is blocked. Corner ball at least. But Jeremy Doku has been so poor since he's come onto the pitch. You can't be having a go at him for the whole game, but I mean, he's done nothing right in this game so far. Doku. Really disappointed in Cherki, really was. Really disappointed in that performance. I'm trying to think who... Nico Gonzalez, I thought he was all right. Played pretty solid for me. Can't remember him making any mistakes. I know he was involved in their second goal, but it's nothing to do with him. He shouldn't be even receiving that pass from James Trafford. But, there you go, Foden. That's another good ball. It's a good cross, man. Just got to get on the end of it. Reinders. Foot race with Pedro Porro. Does the right thing. Porro slows it down. Bergval's come onto the pitch. And he's going to go down to that corner flag probably with 4 minutes to go. And he's gone past Rico Lewis. It's going to be 3. It's going to be 3. It's gone wide. It's gone wide. Ball switched from Bergval to Odebert. First time effort. Right foot. Wide of the mark. But... opportunity for Spurs to make it 3-0, and that obviously would have been game, set and match if we were playing tennis, which we're not. Fucking wish we were. Haaland's won the ball there. He's done well. Rico. Fucking smashed him. Just taking it off him with ease. Oh, he's won it back though. Slipped by Odegaard, and that's a free kick. Are you going to blow your whistle or are you going to be a twat? Oh, you're going to be a twat. Because we're playing on. Playing on. Rodri. Good vision to find Nathan Ake. Heavy touch from Nathan Ake. That's a free kick, referee, you bellend! It is a free kick and he's given it. Such a mank thing to do. Crying in your Vimto. Bergval has been twatted straight in the garden of good and evil. But you get what you deserve, mate. Because it's a foul and it's a City free kick, which is going to be a ball in, cleared. You just know it, don't you? You just know it. Ball in! Cleared. Fucking rocking in my chair now like a fucking lunatic. City gonna win. Ball in. Cleared. This is why I'm rocking back and forth. Edge of the area. Foul by Rodri. Free kick to Spurs. I think that is the game. Such a shame. Such a shame, man. Oh. What would you have done differently in this game? Because we got the starting 11 that I think most of us wanted. You know? Who are Spurs playing next? Because I guarantee you they'll fucking lose, whoever it is. Because this is just the result that we have, isn't it? It's like, oh, Spurs, so that's dropped points. Rodri giving it away, but we get lucky and win it back. Doku into Foden. Ball in by John Stones is deep over everybody, but Bergval clears it for a throw-in. Yeah, don't worry, Doku. Take your time, mate. Take your time. No worries. 4 minutes of added time. How was there 7 minutes of added time in the first half, by the way? I think Ryan Aït-Nouri going down. But he wasn't down for that long, was he? Vasco, this is going to be a long season. Here we go again. Nah, mate. I still believe. It's a tough result, this one to take. Bitter pill to swallow. Bit of a reality check. But maybe the reality check we needed because we came off that Wolves game floating on cloud 9, didn't we? Doesn't mean we need to all be, nasty about it. But there is clearly some issues with this side. And John Stones with the first time ball in. It's just no one in there, man. That was not a bad ball by John Stones, but evades everybody. Another first time ball by Nathan Ake, and this is what we're resorting to now. Bernardo Silva with a swing and a miss, and they're going to come forward and probably make it 3-0 here, Spurs. I think we're about to cap off this game with a really... Yeah, you've seen it, have you, Milos? You've seen it. It would be a dagger. It would be a dagger. But they're playing it safe. Going down to the corner flag. This second half has been the biggest disappointment. I know you can look at the 2-0 and see the mistakes and the silly moments from this Manchester City side. But I'm more upset in the long run about the second half. Because it's like, where's the fucking fight? Like, where's the assertiveness? Where's the any? And then Rodri's just nodded the ball back to Solanke, and he's about to make it 3-0 most likely. Good save from Trafford. Rebound. It's a good save again from Trafford. Is that right? January 2023, last time we beat him at home. Fuck me. You're just hoping for a Newcastle win now against Liverpool, aren't you? Which it's going to be a tough match, that, for Liverpool. But, I mean, if they come away, if Liverpool... The psychology precedent has been set for this season. If we... Well, not if. If we... Because we've lost this game, not if. We have lost this game now, because there's no way we're coming back from this. Corner ball to Spurs, by the way. Let's see this, first of all. What are we doing? What are we doing, lads? I mean, not even scoring, man. Ball in again. Look at Sarr. Look at Pape Sarr, man. Look at him. And we're just fucking about with it. Look at the energy, man. Look how much they're fucking fighting. We've been outfought. We've been outfought by Spurs. And listen, that doesn't mean fucking pep out or anything, but that's the sort of shit that does land on the manager's doorstep, unfortunately. We've come out and we've been outfought. And that's one thing Thomas Frank always does. His sides are fighters. Big fucking fighters. That's why Brentford stayed where they were. You know, that's why they established themselves with mediocre players as a Premier League team. Those players at Brentford, with excluding the likes of Mbeumo and Visa, there's nothing to write home about. But they all fought. They were a unit. Solid. And Thomas Frank has got them playing, man. Got them fighting more than playing. Can we please sell Lewis? Says John. Simo Sups. Appreciate you being a member, mate. Thank you very much. Tough loss to take, especially being first home game of the season. Improvement needed in the squad, but I think we'll be okay for the rest of the season. I like your positivity, mate. I really do. Part of me wants to agree with you. There goes the full-time whistle, but it is a tough pill to swallow. But I was about to say before, the psychological precedent this sets now going into this season is damaging and heavily dependent on the Liverpool result against Newcastle. Look at the Spurs players, man. They're falling flat on their feet, celebrating, and rightly so. They've set a tone for their season now. I wouldn't want to be facing Spurs now after this because they're going to be full of confidence. But I just have a funny feeling that was this just Spurs against City, or was this a long-term problem? Can we point at this and go, it was Spurs? It's what we always do against Spurs. We always drop points against Spurs and we always fuck it against this lot. And they always play out of their skins at the Etihad Stadium. Is it that? Or is this long-term problems? I think a bit of both, in all honesty. I think a bit of both, because I'm more concerned about the second half performance than the first, albeit that's where we lost the game in the first half performance. We showed no signs of winning the game in the second half, which is where I'm more bothered about. But like I was about to say, the psychological precedent. If Liverpool go and beat Newcastle on Monday night, it's going to be a ropey season, man. And I know it's 2 games in. It's a big, rash, reactionary statement to make after 2 games. But we are at that level now in the Premier League, I'm afraid. This is the level where this early in the season, dropped points mean something. They go a long way, not only towards the end result of the final table, but the momentum that you want to gain. You need to gain momentum in the season. And we can't keep falling back on, we finish the season strongly, because we can be out of this title race before we know it, like we were last season. And we didn't actually get off to a bad start last season, by the way. It was October November where we fell apart. It was that little period just before Christmas where we just collapsed. We actually got off to a good start at the beginning of the season, the very beginning of the season, moments like this, you know. We cannot afford to go and drop points to Brighton because we will be in big fucking trouble if we drop multiple points back to back. It is not the standards we want to be setting for this season if we want to go and regain our crown as Premier League champions, because this was a real reality check, crash down to earth sort of feeling for Manchester City fans. Losing first game of the season at home. And I mean, it's not like, oh, it's bloody Spurs, because Spurs, they're clearly better than what they were last season. Thomas Frank has got them playing. I can't get over the second half performance, though, but how flat and lifeless we looked. I think we were better in the first half and we conceded 2 goals. We played better. We created more chances in the first half, but we conceded 2 stupid goals, you know? And as much as I'm looking at James Trafford and I want to avoid throwing him under a bus too much because he's new and he's young. But this is the standard, man. This is the standard of the Premier League, I'm afraid. And if we can't be, you know, finding excuses for certain players, but other players, they can be thrown under the bus. No problem. No problem. I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that. And it's not because, oh, Jonny's like, well, first of all, James Trafford's English, but a lot of people think that I have agendas. I do. It's a big one. The agenda's called Manchester City. That's all I care about. I don't give a shit what your name is, where you're from, or what you're called. Don't care. Don't just play well, please. That's all I ask for. Just play to the best of your ability and eradicate mistakes. Don't be making stupid errors. And that's what that goal was, man. We are at a level where those mistakes are put under a microscope and they're scrutinised. They can't be ignored. Because it's cost us 3 points today, because 1-0, who knows what could have happened? You know, fair play to Spurs. I think as much as it was a simplistic goal that reminded me of last season to concede, tactically it was a very good move from Spurs, and we got done by a move that was... Just saw the dominoes tumble with that ball from to Kudus dropping deep, going over the top of his head. But because Kudus has dropped deep, Nathan Ake comes out of his position. As a result of that, there's a big gap there, dropped into Pape Sarr. Pape Sarr flicks it on. Richarlison's in business. All of a sudden, Ruben Diaz had to go across, John Stones had to go across, and then free as a bird, Brennan Johnson. Rico Lewis is very close to actually getting back and getting something on it to take it away from Brennan Johnson. But it's too late. It was a good move from Spurs, but we fell for it. So there's a little bit of blame at City, and I think Nathan Ake dropping deep to shout, to go to Kudus. He should be shouting to Nico Gonzalez or to Reinders or Cherky, anyone in that midfield to say, press him. I know what's happening here. I'm being done. I'm being pulled out of my shape and they're just going to go over the top of me. But there's nothing really tactical or defendable for the James Trafford goal. Marmoush has to take his chance at 1-0, at 0-0, to make it 1-0. He has to take that chance, man. It's no two ways about it. He's got to put that in the back of the net. Haaland with a great bit of play, taking the game by the scruff of the neck, going through people, making it look like he's got the bit between his teeth. Haaland. An amazing assist, threading that ball through to Marmoush. He's got to dink it. He's got to dink it over Vicario. Slot it or dink it. Don't smash it to that mid-drift height. Either pass it, a nice slow pass underneath him, either side of his feet, or underneath him, in between his legs, or dink it. The goalkeeper made your mind up, Marmoush, because he came out and made it clear that he was going to drop and go big. So, I swear that if that was Haaland, that was being dinked all day long. And at that point, yeah, you're looking at the situation and thinking you've got to take your chance. And obviously then Haaland at 2-0. We're 2-0 down at this point. Haaland misses a golden opportunity. A ball in, 50p head. Haaland's got to work on his heading. For me, he misses too many headers. He missed one against Wolves that I don't think was his fault, because I think that was just the case. He's not that big. You know what I mean? He's a big guy and can't get on the end of it. But this one he was almost getting down to it. You know, it was at his level, and he just puts it over the bar. Can't really excuse that, because that could have been going in at half-time 2-1. Spurs would have gone in with a bit of shaky feeling like, oh shit, we've got a lot less to hang on to now. We're in a tougher situation. Second half, we got gifted an opportunity. And that was the omen. That was the moment where you thought, we're not doing this. If you're not taking that chance, then we're not doing it. You know, you were gift wrapped an opportunity to get a goal back into the game with over half an hour to go. It could have been 2-1. They pissed about with it. Not too dissimilar to James Trafford, in all honesty, except he's going to his left rather than straight down the pitch. Vicario playing it to his left, overhits it, lose the ball. Haaland's pass. I think Cherki stops more than anything. I think a miscommunication. I think Haaland looked, saw Cherki running, looks down to pass the ball, and then Cherki stopped. By the time he passes it, it's gone past Cherki, and the opportunity is gone. And at that point, there was nothing. There was nothing to speak about. There was no chances or anything after that to get really excited about. It's killing me, man, to talk about us after the game we played against Wolves. And the season that we have ahead of us is still potentially positive. It doesn't need to be all doom and gloom. I still believe that there's signs that we've seen over the previous 10, 15 games stretching back to last season that there's a possibility. But there are elements to Manchester City as a unit that was more concerning for me in that second half. Just how... It was just nothing. It was nothing. It was like the Spurs didn't seem threatened at all. Micah, mate, thanks for the super chat. Will this trigger Donna and Rodrigo? I'm not sure it will trigger it. I think it's going to happen or not happen one way or the other, mate. I really don't think it's going to be, this is the result that goes, oh, right, well, we better go and get them then. Nah. We're either getting them or we're not getting them, and that was decided before this game. 100%. But certainly now people are going to point to that and go, Rodrigo will save us. We'll see, maybe. Donnarumma will save us, like literally. But are we going to be asking him to play with the ball at his feet? I mean, the stats that I showed you the other day, the range of passing that he has, short, medium, long, weren't bad. Shot creating actions weren't bad, like not great, but I mean, I'm talking. There's other things about your game as well, your first touch and things like that, and receiving the ball and being aware of your team's shape, things like that. There's lots of things that stats don't evaluate in that regard, because it's just it's a mental capacity thing, and you can't. There's no stats for brain power, unfortunately, other than IQ. You know, and footballing IQ is not statistically measured, unfortunately. It's something you have to look at and watch and learn. But Donnarumma is definitely a shot stopper. But if he is going to be asked to play balls like that, that doesn't fill me with confidence any more than James Trafford doing it. Because people were saying all summer that James Trafford's good with the ball at his feet. And therefore, some were saying we shouldn't sign Donnarumma because James Trafford's good with the ball at his feet. One thing that this has done maybe is highlighted why we should absolutely appreciate what Ederson did at this side, for this side. But one thing on top of that, with the inevitable, seemingly inevitable signs that he's leaving, Ederson, Pep has to recognise that the pressure you put on your goalkeeper systematically from the team, expecting them, and the goal, whichever it be, Donnarumma or Trafford, if you are expecting them to play to the level of Ederson, then you, as a Manchester City fan, and me, as a Manchester City fan, can get used to seeing goals like that happening today. Because it will happen. It will 100% happen, because they are not Ederson. No one is Ederson. He's unique. There's no one like him. With the ball at his feet, he's the most trustworthy goalkeeper on planet Earth. And I don't think there's second place. Who's second place to Ederson? Not even the gap between Ederson and whoever the fuck you want to throw in the chat as a name to be second behind Ederson. The gap between first and second is monumental. In ball control, not carrying the ball. Even that, he can carry the ball. He can. He has brought the ball forward, doesn't he? Do you know what I mean? But it's not just the ball at your feet. Trafford coming out of his box today in the second half 2 or 3 times. in the second half. One, he got it right. The other two, he came out and just completely missed it. If Pape Sarr had judged that ball accurately, we were conceding. He's got to get that shit right. You can't be coming out like that and just like, oops, it's over my head. No, mate, you can't make those mistakes at this level. We got away with that one, but I mean, I told you in the Wolves game, he miscontrolled the ball. He miscontrolled the ball, didn't miscontrol it. He dilly-dallied on it and had the ball ricochet off for a throw-in against Wolves, and the same again with Richarlison. So to receive that warning and still take too long on the ball and then make the decision that he's made, it's just like, in the second half, he played a few simple passes to the sideways. There was no adventurous passes from James Trafford after that, which I think is the right thing to do. I think there was one good ball to Reinders, if I remember rightly, kind of similar to the ball that he played against Wolves. That was a good ball as well. So while I'm criticising him, and we've seen he's actually capable, like he did dink a good ball to Reinders in that Wolves game. It was a nice pass, sent us away. We got our third goal from that. He did the same pass today, happened to be to Reinders too. That was a good ball, and that was in the second half. But you're a goalkeeper. Perfection it's almost perfection. You have to be perfect. You can't be like, well, he did that good, but he conceded a stupid goal. Well, we can't have both happening. We have to have consistency at this level. Killing me, man. Russ, big up Russ, mate. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. Abysmal performance and sick of pedestrian footy. It was surprisingly slow, considering the players on the pitch, though. We can't even blame the players on the pitch, or Pep, to be honest. We can't blame Pep for picking pedestrian-style players, because the whole thing has been, excuse me, Gundogan and Bernardo Silva, they can't play. No, says the City fan base. No to Gundogan and Bernardo Silva. Well, you got your fucking wish today, didn't we? We got our wish. I didn't want to see Bernardo Silva and Gundogan start the game, but now Gundogan's clearly off. He's not even on the bench. And I mean, Bernardo Silva was on the bench, doesn't start him. Everyone got their wish. So pick your next scapegoat. We all need to find another thing to blame. What's it going to be now? Because you all hated Ederson as well. Well, not all. A large portion of you wanted Ederson out of the football club. You got your wish there. You know? You wanted Nico Gonzalez to get minutes. Nico Gonzalez starts the game, plays very well, actually. I thought he played very well. Probably our best player today, actually, Nico Gonzalez. We all wanted Ryan Cherky to start, me included. I wanted him to start. I got my wish. Shows I was wrong, you know? Doku, underwhelming today, coming on, substitute. Marmouche, equally underwhelming. Big opportunity that he missed. Oscar Bob looked lively, but struggled against Jed Spence. Jed Spence, would you take him at right back now, people? A lot of people was criticising me for suggesting Jed Spence. He's a fucking player, man. He's a good player. Jed Spence, no way would Spurs let him go now. No way. But you would take him at City. You'd be a fool not to. Stick him at right back. 100%. 100%. And I don't think Rico Lewis had that bad a game today. I thought in the first half he looked like he was trying to impose himself and be quite aggressive. Second half was a bit wayward, I thought, but nothing to do with Rico Lewis, that goal, any of the goals today for me. I thought Reinders was a little bit hit and miss, showed moments of positivity. I thought Cherky was too showboaty today, too much showmanship, not enough simplicity to his game. But yeah, disappointing, really disappointing. Del Clouds, thanks for the super chat, mate. I still pick Ederson as our main keeper. Well, you might not have that as a choice in a week. I think he's going to be gone. I would as well, to be honest. I think all these goalkeeper evaluations that I've done with my stupid stat system thing, all in good nature, fun, by the way, I still would pick Ederson out of everything. Really, I really would. I think he's the best choice we've had. And if it is ever found, I'm hoping he is leaving because he just wants to, not because the City fans showing no respect to him, because that would be immensely disappointing if he's leaving because people like attacked his fucking wife and shit. You shitbags, man. Darks, only Walker could cover like Ederson. Yeah, I'm looking at that goal again, but James Trafford, I mean, why is he passing that ball? You know what? In that move, I'm going to give him a sliver of a compliment here. Yeah, they're showing exactly what he could have done. Here's what you could have done. Pass it to Stones or go to Haaland Long, who's in a one-on-one situation. Fucking hell. It's a shit show. But anyway, the slither of compliment I was going to give... He actually got the ball. He got his fingertips to the ball as he was like panicking and coming out, but it still wasn't enough to keep the ball out of the back of his net. But hey, we got to move on, man. 2 games in, there's plenty of time to recover, thankfully. But before we know it, if Liverpool go and beat Newcastle, I'm telling you right now, we are in for a horrible season, because that is going to be a juggernaut Liverpool side, because that result is so important to the momentum that will be set from now until Christmas. And in that period of time, the league won't be won by anybody, but it certainly will be lost. So if Liverpool go and beat Newcastle, I am worried about this season, because that's a horrible fixture with so much drama associated with it. So much like tension, and it's a massive problem for Liverpool, that game. I'll be buzzing if they drop points. And I think it's a very realistic possibility that Newcastle will take a point out of that game. In which case, we've been almost let off the hook with this result. But don't discount Arsenal as well, because albeit they were flat against United, I don't think they impressed me much against United. There was still enough solidity to their team to get the 3 points. They got the job done, you know? Rough. It's a rough one, this. It really is. Needs some heavy metal football. Mate, we've got Pep Linders in, haven't we? We've got Pep Linders. I mean, he's been brought in for that, I would imagine, that very reason. But there was very little assertiveness and aggression from any of the players, really, that you would expect it from. When we did get an opportunity to try and beat our fullbacks, I thought we were really disappointing in the one-on-ones today. All of them, really, including Oscar Bob. I thought we were poor in all of our one-on-one situations, and you can put that more as credit towards Spurs than discredit in the players on the ball, because it is easier to defend than it is to take on a player. I think it's an easier job defending, much easier. Being skillful and beating a player is one of the hardest things in the game. But we didn't come off at all today. We didn't beat anybody. I don't remember us skinning anybody. It always seemed like we were bobbling our way through. And if we did get past someone, it was like a little bit of a ricochet. I thought Oscar Bob occasionally got past Jed Spence, but even then it was like Jed Spence won the ball and it bounces back off Oscar Bob, and then he can fortunately go past him, and then it goes out for a corner. And we were never like clear-cut beating the fullback. Doku was not beating Pedro Porro when he came on. Marmoush never beat his fullback. Oscar Bob occasionally. Cherky, I don't remember him going past anybody today, Cherky. Reinders, I don't remember him going past anybody. I just don't remember any of these moments where we were just very flat and underwhelming. In all aspects, really. I thought defensively, there was moments for me to be concerned about Ruben Diaz today, because I thought he just didn't look controlled and composed. Lots of like, should I go, shouldn't I go, like moments where he was on the, like stuck in two minds, deciding whether letting it bounce, going up in the air, like, oh, should I win this? And then getting caught underneath it. And if you're the one who's jumping from a flat start without a run up, you're not going to win the header. Anyone who's charging at you with a running jump is going to beat you to the ball, regardless of how good you jump, you know? And he was not winning that many aerial duels today, Ruben Diaz. One of them was essential. It was the flick on from Richarlison that caused it to be 1-0. So there was one aerial duel that he failed to win that was very costly today, and I don't think it was the only one that he didn't win either. Some of his distribution was poor today as well. Passing, he was passing it out for a throw-in. Simple ball, man. Nathan Ake there, 10 yards of space, just passes it out for a throw-in. Simple shit. It was simple stuff today that was very, very disappointing. And if you want to have a go at Pep, the second half attitudes comes down to Pep for me. And I'm sorry, but that, as much as I love Pep, this is never going to be a Pep out channel. You can fucking forget that. You can try all you want, but that ain't happening. But I am critical of how those players performed on the whole as a unit in that second half, and that has to fall at the doorstep of the manager, because we're talking about a feeling, a motivational side of things, a momentum thing. It's just an attitude thing, confidence, breathing that confidence into the players onto the pitch that they can go and win that game. They didn't look like they believed they could win at all in that second half. And we got gifted the opportunity to get back into the game. If that goes in, feelings would have changed on the pitch. But most concerningly is they didn't come onto the pitch with those feelings. So, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Tough one, mate, for you as well. 4:30 in the bloody morning. Grim. Big up, Darks, mate. Thanks for that super chat. These are the signs that Pep and City does indeed watch this channel. No, just the video hype when they use Jonny's voice. Yeah, the channel, they did use my voice. The club does watch. Well, I think the media guy watches this channel. I'm not sure Pep does. But it seems the lineups are more of a fan service than what Pep probably wants. That's a great point, man. Because not the first bit. Pep doesn't watch my channel. I appreciate you saying that. But obviously City, well, the guy who made that video watches this channel because he had to put my voice on the promo video for City's official hype video, which was amazing for me, by the way, buzzing about that. But the point about playing certain players, I don't think Pep would cave to that. So I do think Pep played those players today based on his own opinion rather than the influence of the fans, doing a fan service, as you put so well. Yeah, I don't think it's that. But the point remains that the fans got what they wanted. So I don't see how this can be Pep's fault for the starting 11. At the beginning of the game, I don't think this is Pep's fault in the slightest. But you've got to give credit to Spurs, because as much as this has been a dismantling of City, from my point of view, and very critical and upset with what I've seen today, I think every City fan has every right to be upset with this today, because, I mean, there's no point, let's not glaze over this, man. Like, pretend this was like, this was great. And I'm looking for positivities in the game, but there really wasn't many at all. Plenty of problems to be focused about, but you do have to give credit to Spurs that I think we got done. Thomas Frank, mate, he's a bloody class manager, isn't he? Because that move for the first goal for me was very tactical and purposeful, straight off the training ground, straight off the instructions from Thomas Frank, that Pep got done. The players on the pitch got done, and it was a move that was explained to the Spurs players pre-game. They will crumble. If you drop deep kudos, Nathan Ake or Ryan Aït-Nouri will come out of his position, get it over into that gap, win that first ball, and then City are in trouble. And it's exactly what happened. It looked too tailor-made for it to not be a premeditated move. So credit to Spurs, man, and they outfought us in the second half, and that's what's hurting me more than anything, is they outfought us. You saw the celebrations at the end; they were all falling to their feet, falling to their arses, and just they looked knackered. Pape Sarr, mate, was everywhere in that game, everywhere, man. Covered so much ground. Hey Jude, big up, mate. Bro, I'm really upset with Doku. How many times he held the ball with Haaland and Foden running into spaces? No hate, but we need better players there. I mean, you're absolutely right. Nathan Ake was also one of them, by the way. There was a moment that I really remember well. There was Doku on the ball, almost in front of Pep, and then there was a Spurs player that was protecting the defence, a Spurs player getting back to try and double up on Doku, and then Nathan Ake went inside, and there was this gap here with Doku in the middle, and just pass that ball in between the two Spurs players, and Nathan Ake can just run onto it, and Nathan Ake is away with two Spurs players out of the game, and Haaland ahead of him, Foden ahead of him, and just Nathan Ake is away. Just that vision and awareness, but he's so obsessed with doing this, the shimmy, shimmy, yah, shimmy, yam, shimmy, yay. When it comes off, it's devastating. But when he can't beat his fullback, What does Jeremy Doku bring to the game? Same as Erling Haaland. If Haaland's not scoring, who did bring stuff to the game today, Haaland, by the way, because he was working in that first half in particular. You know, he nearly assisted Marmoush with a self-made assist as well, winning the ball back, beating the Spurs player, sending him away. So Haaland was offering something in that first half, but it's in that same vein of thinking. If Haaland's not scoring, Haaland's not really in the game. If there's no chances for Haaland, he's definitely not in the game. If Doku's not beating his fullback, then what is Doku bringing to the game? Because that is what he's on the pitch to do. He's not on the pitch to hold the ball up and, you know, do the Jack Grealish job. If there's an opportunity to pass it inside, then do it. Then find the vision and use your vision, man, and find that player or beat your fullback. Doing neither equates to what exactly? It's nothing. It's nothing. It brings nothing to the game. And that's why the second half had a whole big bag of nothing associated with it. Not because of Doku. There were so many other areas. But yeah, concerning game that was to watch. It really was. Right, I'm going to shoot people. Disappointing. Player ratings in the morning. Going to go and... I've got to watch this back, man. I've got to watch this game back, man. Peter Pan. I'd rather watch Peter Pan, to be honest. Shocker all round. We just got Captain Hooked. I mean, fucking crocodile with the... Good movie, Peter Pan. Right. I'm off to go and give myself a little cry, I think. Really disappointing. So disappointing, man. But player ratings in the morning. Make sure to smash that like button on the way out, people. Please hit that like button, even if you don't feel like it. Do us a favour. Cheer me up. Hit that like button. Take care. Don't let it ruin your weekend. And I'll see you in the morning or closer to the afternoon for the player ratings. Big up to Darks just on my way out. What do you think of instead of signing a new right back, why not try Kusanov on that right side? It won't be attack-minded, but he can defend, and he's also fast. I'm more of a mind to think about, I mean, it's a big, bold move, but Ruben Diaz, for me, his position is up for debate. I thought Kusanov and John Stones, albeit was Palermo, second division Italian side, so let's not get carried away. But I like that as a partnership. Kusanov is the youth and speed, as you mentioned. I don't think Rico Lewis is been problematic. Certainly wasn't against Wolves. He was very good against Wolves, and I don't think he was anything to get too negative about today. Rico Lewis for me. And if you want pace on that right-hand side for that reason, then it's Nunes. But Kusanov for me, I don't think I would trust him at right back just yet, because there's too many other aspects to that role that he's not got the attributes to do. I don't think it would suit Kusanov because there's too much of an ask to come forward. You know, come forward, offer an attack, something in the attack. So, like you said, he's not going to offer any of that. But yeah, there's a possibility. Pep's about to speak, so I'm probably going to go and listen to that. But right, I'm off. Big up to everyone in the watch-along today. Enjoyed speaking to you guys, as always, but I did not enjoy that game whatsoever. But tough pill. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.